starters are loosening up. The grounds crew is putting the finishing touches on the field. And the anthem singer is warming up. It's time for the on-deck circle. Now with a preview of today's game, here's the voice of the Salt Lake Bees, Steve Klauke.
Well, a very good evening to you, and welcome to Salt Lake Bees Baseball. On a beautiful night here in Salt Lake City, the Bees getting ready to take on the Tucson Sidewinders in Game 1 of this 4-game series. A brief 4-game homestand for the Bees. They'll hit the road again beginning on Tuesday as they'll take an 8-day trip to Memphis and Nashville before they return home in August. So the Bees and the Sidewinders, if the season were to come to an end today, they would meet each other in the Pacific Conference Playoff Series, but there's still a lot of baseball to be played. The Bees coming off a 4-game series sweep of the Fresno Grizzlies after being swept at Sacramento. So the Bees back at their high water mark of 18 games above 500 at 58-40, while the Rainiers are in second place, 4 games back at 53-43. Tacoma keeping pace last night with a 7-1 win over Las Vegas. For Tucson, they have been on an absolute tear over the last month and a half or so. At 62-35, they have the best record in the Pacific Coast League, coming off a split of a 4-game series against the Portland Beavers, winning last night by a score of 10-6 as Mike Baksick raised his record to 9-0. The two teams have met 12 times this year, with each team having won 6. The Bees had a 6-2 lead in the season series, but the last time that these two clubs met in Tucson in early June, the Sidewinders completed a 4-game series sweep, winning in their last at-bat in 3 out of those 4 games. 2 of those 3 were comebacks in their last at-bat. The other broke a tie. And so the Bees and the Sidewinders all even at 6 wins apiece so far in the 2006 season. Our pitching matchup for tonight for the Bees, it'll be right-hander Casey Olenberger with a record of 4-2, trying to turn things back around in his favor. And for the Sidewinders, it'll be right-hander Adam Bass, who's off to a 6-0 start with a no decision in his only outing against the Bees this year. When we come back, a peek back at what happened last night in the series finale with the Grizzlies in Fresno right after this on ESPN 1230.
Zions Bank has absolutely free checking. This means it's absolutely free of hidden fees. Our absolutely free checking comes with absolutely free unlimited check writing and absolutely free online banking and bill pay. All this along with a Visa credit card, an absolutely free Visa debit card, and enrollment in Zions Cash Rewards. We appreciate you, so we want to absolutely free you from hassle with all our absolutely free branches and ATMs available throughout both Utah and Idaho. After all, when all is said and done, the best things in life are, well, family, love, and sharing. Because although our absolutely free checking is absolutely fantastic, hopefully it's not absolutely the best thing in your life.
Hi, I'm Tom Green, branch manager at the Zions Bank Freeway office. Right now, when you open a free checking account, we'll give you an absolutely free box of checks.
Zions Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply. See branch for details. Credit approval required to obtain Visa credit card.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What?
Why?
It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
Oh.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Oh.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
Whether you need a new refrigerator or you want to redecorate the family room, you'll find exactly what you need at R.C. Willey's. Of course, you know that R.C. Willey has the area's largest selection of furniture, major appliances, flooring, and electronics. But you may not know that R.C. Willey also has everything you need to relax or entertain outdoors. Choose from a large variety of patio sets, lawn mowers, and barbecue grills. This season, R.C. Willey has everything you need for your home and patio. R.C. Willey, one place, so many possibilities.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field. Last night in Fresno, the Bees grabbed a 1-0 lead in the third as Corey Myers looked a single to right on a check swing. Darren Blakely's liner to right center advanced Myers to third, who then scored on a Curtis Pride fielder's choice, and it was 1-0. And after that, a lot of zeros on the board from Tucson starter Patrick Fish and B starter Jonathan Rowenhorst. Then in the 7th inning, the Bees got themselves a little breathing room as Jeff Mathis led off with a single. 1 out later, Corey Myers stepped to the plate. Now missed the left hand already. The 3-1 pitch. Mathis goes, and Myers lines one to deep left field. Lewis going back. It's up there. It's out there, and it's gone. Corey Myers with his second home run of the year, and the Bees lead it 3-0. So 3-0 in favor of the Bees at that point. The rest of the night belonged to the relievers, as after Jonathan Rowenhorst got the start and pitched 5 scoreless innings, Marcus Gwynn, Matt Wilhite, and Greg Jones continued to put up zeros, and the Bees pitching staff recorded their 10th shutout of the season, which ties the franchise record set back in 1998. And so the Bees with the win last night, 58-40, as we mentioned, as the Bees had a shutout win, so they wind up the road trip with 4 wins and 4 losses. You know, sometimes I wish food services wouldn't do this to me. They had that big plate of chocolate eclairs for dessert, and of course, you know, those, I had one, okay? I had one, so I'll have to be careful when I go home tonight, test my blood sugar level, because I probably cheat a little bit. I have type 2 diabetes, and so I'll have to do that, but thankfully now I have the Essentia Contour Meter from Bayer, and it's less painful than the others because it just needs a micro sampling of blood. And the other thing is, you know it's going to be accurate, because forgetting to code is the #1 reason for misread levels to the point where they could be 43%. Well, the Contour is self-coding, so you don't have to worry about accuracy. It's the fastest growing meter, so if you're diabetic and looking for maybe a new blood sugar tester, all you have to do is stop by any Good Neighbor pharmacy and check out the Essentia Contour Meter from Bayer. We'll take a look at tonight's average scoreboard right after this on ESPN 1230.
Paulie Colosimo here.
Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy, so we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick brats, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedos.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage. The sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
Hey, Bees fans, are you looking for a summer deal and a meal to satisfy your cravings? Stop by Wiener Schnitzel today for the 2 for $2.22 deal. Chili cheese dog and chili cheeseburger, only $2.22. Hurry in today. And while you're there, don't forget to cool down with the new Tasty Freeze Brownie Freezy. Chewy brownies mixed with creamy vanilla Tasty Freeze soft serve, topped with chocolate syrup. Wiener Schnitzel. It's the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Bees. Wiener Schnitzel, pushing the boundaries of taste.
Somebody must have been in an accident that wasn't their fault. But Keith Barton just hit that one out of the park.
I'm Keith Barton, and I know when you've been injured in an accident, you need an attorney that will go to bat for you and get you the money you deserve. You need the money quick because you have bills to pay. So the next time you're in an accident, you know what to do. Call in the big hitter. That's me, Keith Barton. It's just that easy to pick up the phone and call us at our new number, 801-IT'S-EASY.
Well, let's take our first look at tonight's scores around baseball. The Abra scoreboard. Windshield chips or cracks got you down. Let the specialist at Abra take the worry out of your glass replacement or repair. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule your appointment. In the PCL, they're playing a doubleheader in Des Moines, and Iowa wins Game 1 by a score of 3-1. Game 2 just underway with the former Stinger, Brandon Emanuel, getting the start for the Cubs. At Omaha in the 5th, Round Rock leads the Royals by a score of 3-0. Former Stinger Brian Gordon with a pair of home runs for the Express. In the second inning at New Orleans, the Zephyrs have scored 6 runs and lead Albuquerque 6-0. Later on, Nashville is at Oklahoma. Sacramento hosts Colorado Springs. Portland visits Las Vegas, and Tacoma is at Fresno. In the American League, Minnesota has just hit Cleveland with an 8-run top of the 4th. The Twins leading the Indians 9-4. In the bottom of the 6th at Detroit, Brandon Inge has just hit his 18th home run of the year. The Tigers walloping the A's 7-1. At Toronto in the 4th inning, the Blue Jays lead the Yankees by a score of 6-3. After 4 in St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay leads Baltimore 11-3 on the strength of a 6-run first inning and a 5-run 4th. At Kansas City, the Royals and the Angels are scoreless in the bottom of the 3rd. Bartolo Colon going for the Halos. At Chicago in the 2nd inning, the White Sox lead Texas 1-0 on Jim Tome's 32nd home run of the year. Later on, Boston is at Seattle. In the National League, after 6.5 at Philadelphia, the Braves lead the Phillies 3-2. In the 6th at Washington, the Nationals lead the Cubs 4-3. At Shea Stadium in New York after 3, the Mets lead Houston by a score of 5-0. Jose Valentin with a grand slam in the 2nd inning. Bottom of the 5th at Florida, the Marlins lead Pittsburgh by a score of 4-1. Later on, Phoenix hosts Colorado. San Diego is at San Francisco. The Dodgers entertain St. Louis. Milwaukee at Cincinnati has been rained out at the Great American Ballpark. Tough luck for our friend Adrian Denny, who is supposed to go to the game tonight in Cincinnati with the former voice of the Utah Grizzlies, Bob Hoffman. So that's a quick look at your Abra scoreboard. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineups right after this on ESPN 1230.
Mountains West Ranches Recreational Properties has beautiful recreational and cabin properties conveniently located by Starvation Reservoir. They offer 5, 10, 20, 40, and 80-acre or larger parcels at reasonable pricing with guaranteed access and simple, easy owner, low-down, low-monthly financing. There's an abundance of wildlife, including deer and elk, that roam the property year-round. There are endless ATV trails, snowmobiling, hiking, boating, camping, fishing, horseback riding, spectacular views, and so much more. But most of all, you'll escape the rat race of the city and enjoy sheer peace, quiet, rest, and relaxation. Call us to schedule your appointment, 1-877-894-5658, or check our website at mwranches.com. Mountains West Ranches, where the air is clean, the skies are blue, the water is clear, and the magnificent views are waiting there for you to enjoy.
My fellow pirates, it's time. What's he talking about? He's always making these big promises. McDonald's makes it easy for you to find fortune. Just check out Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Man's Chest now in theaters. Then get a Big Mac sandwich. Peel the tab, find the code, and you could win great riches, like a new Volvo. It's easy to win. Unlock it.
No purchase necessary. Open to legal residents of the U.S., Puerto Rico, and Canada. 13 or older. Game until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:31:06. While distribution supplies last. Car game until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:31:06. See official rules inside participating McDonald's or at playatmcd.com for complete details. Void where prohibited.
Just to realize how important baseball is to a lot of people, and to see them come in with their kids, and you look around and you see the enthusiasm they have here, and it makes you say, well, hey, you know, baseball's been here over 100 years and it's still going strong.
Relive your fondest memories of Brooks Robinson and see his Hall of Fame plaque at the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. For more information, visit us on the web at baseballhalloffame.org or call 888-HALL-OF-FAME.
Let's get you ready for tonight's game by giving you the starting lineup, brought to you by Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day. First of all, for the visiting Tucson Sidewinders, managed by Chip Hale. Leading off, the shortstop, Alberto Callaspo. Batting second, the center fielder, Chris Young. Hitting third, the designated hitter on an injury rehab assignment, Scott Hairston. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Chris Carter. Hitting fifth and playing third base, Brian Barden. Batting sixth, the catcher, Miguel Montero. Hitting seventh, the left fielder, Robbie Hammock. Batting eighth, the right fielder, John Weber. And hitting ninth is the second baseman, Matt Erickson. Pitching for Tucson will be right-hander Adam Bass. Now for the homestanding Salt Lake Bees, here's how manager Brian Harper filled out his lineup card. Leading off will be the center fielder, Tommy Murphy. Batting second, the left fielder, Curtis Pride. Hitting third, the shortstop, Eric Ibar. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Dallas McPherson. Hitting fifth, the designated hitter, Mike Elward. Batting sixth and catching, Jeff Mathis. Hitting seventh, the right fielder, Jason Espito. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Corey Myers. And hitting ninth is the second baseman, Casey Smith. Pitching for the Bees will be right-hander, Casey Olenberger. You might have heard me mention Tommy Murphy leading off. He was sent down today by the Angels to make room for Chris Buchek, who got the promotion to the Halos earlier today. Just a reminder that the Bees pitching staff combines to strike out 10 or more batters in a 9-inning game. Del Solio Distributors and Kendall Oil will donate $125 to the Multiple Sclerosis Society of Utah. Kendall Super D3 engine oil designed to give you what you need. It's the Bees and the Sidewinders opening up a 4-game series here at Franklin Covey Field. We'll be back with the first pitch right after this timeout. You've been in the on-deck circle on ESPN 1230.
This has been the On Deck Circle, a comprehensive look at today's game. The first pitch is right around the corner, so stay tuned. Salt Lake Bees baseball is coming up next on your home for the Salt Lake Bees, ESPN 1230 AM.
Attention motorcycle and ATV riders. Dreaming of a new Yamaha motorcycle or ATV? Well, stop dreaming and start heading to Plaza Cycle for the huge Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. Because right now, you can get payments as low as $69 a month for 24 months with zero down on a huge selection of new Yamaha motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. You heard right. Payments as low as $69 a month plus zero down for 2 full years on a new Yamaha. So visit Plaza Cycle today for the huge Get Out and Ride sales event. Because an offer this good won't last. Plaza Cycle at 1379 West, 3300 South, in the heart of Salt Lake Valley. Plaza Cycle. Walk in, right out. On the Yamaha card, subject to credit approval through 8/31/06 on select Yamaha motorcycles, excluding FJR models, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. As low as $69 monthly payments for 24 months and 8.9% APR for amounts financed up to $8,500 if account kept earned. Thereafter, static rate of 12.99% and 22.99% APR applied. Default rate 24.99%. Minimum finance charge $1. See dealer for ATV age features. Yamaha recommends an approved credit course. Call 1-800-887-2887.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who was in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
The starting pitchers are ready. The lineups have been exchanged. And the hot dogs are ready to go. It's time to play ball. Salt Lake Bees baseball is on the air. Now let's go to the ballpark. Here's the voice of the Salt Lake Bees, Steve Klosky.
Once again, a very good evening to you, and welcome to Salt Lake Bees baseball on a Friday night here in Salt Lake City. Trying to remember what town I'm in. It's been so crazy lately. The Bees taking on the Sidewinders in the opener of this 4-game series. The Bees coming off a 4-4 road trip, as we mentioned earlier. But in case you just joined us, they lost all 4 games at Sacramento, but bounced back to win all 4 at Fresno. The Bees start tonight with a 4-game lead over second-place Tacoma in the Pacific North Division. The Rainiers opening up the series at Fresno tonight. The Sidewinders, the class of the PCL record-wise right now, with a record of 62-35. They have been on an absolute tear over the last, several weeks or so. Just going back, they were 28-23 on the 25th of May. Make that the 28th of May. They were 28 and 23. So since then, this ball club has won 34 and lost 12. A very impressive run by the Sidewinders, but they have lost some key players. Shortstop Stephen Drew has gone to the big leagues, as has Carlos Quinton, who last night homered in his first game at the major league level. They do have Scott Hairston back on an injury rehab assignment. He injured his shoulder, banging into the wall. I believe it was at Philadelphia, while he was called up to the big league club as well. But still a very talented Tucson ball club to face the Bees, who are getting ready to take the field. And their black tops tonight with the gold numerals and lettering trimmed in white with their gold batting practice caps on. It goes well with that particular jersey. The Sidewinders wearing their road grays, the sleeveless road grays with the black sleeves on underneath, black numerals and lettering trimmed in gold. So the Bees trying to win their 5th in a row if they can come away with a W tonight against Tucson. The season series between the two teams is all even at 6 wins apiece. Right now, though, before we get our ball game underway, let's enjoy the singing of our national anthem to be performed by Marie Descalis. Descalis with our national anthem as we get ready to play ball on this sweltering Friday night. More hot weather forecast for the rest of this series, but again, make plans to come on out as we've got fireworks the next 2 night games tomorrow night and Monday night. And of course, tomorrow night, the first 1,500 youngsters 12 and under enter the ballpark, receive a Bees batting helmet courtesy of Zions Bank. So the Bees are on the field. Let's take them around to their positions defensively. Curtis Pride is in left. Tommy Murphy in center. And Jason Espitos in right. Corey Myers at third. Eric Ivar at short. Casey Smith at second. And Dallas McPherson is at first. A battery of Casey Ohlenberger pitching and Jeff Mathis catching. For Ohlenberger, this will be his 17th appearance of the year, his 14th start. In 69 innings, he's given up 75 hits, 46 runs, 40 of them earned. He has struck out 40 and walked 29. Hit 4 batters, thrown 5 wild pitches, and surrendered 7 home runs. Ohlenberger has won 4 and lost 2 with a 5.22 earned run average. The PCL is batting .279 against right-hander Casey Ohlenberger. 6'4", 240 in his 4th professional season. And 4-2 has struggled his last few times out, so he's looking to turn things back around in his favor. Ohlenberger against the Sidewinders has made 2 appearances, 1 start, no decisions with a 5.68 earned run average. The Sidewinders batting .286 against Casey this year. Leading things off will be the former Stinger, Alberto Callaspo. Batting .326, 8th in the league with 16 doubles, 8 triples, 4 homers, 45 runs batted in. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the right-hander Ohlenberger. The very first pitch of the ball game is on its way, and Cayaspo takes low and outside, ball one, and we're underway. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the wind again, and the pitch. Fastball strike down the middle just under the letters, and the count's even at 1-1. Again, the season series level at 6 between these two teams. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Curveball low, 2-1. The Bees have won 3 out of the 4 games here, dropping 5 of 8 at Tucson Electric Park. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Cayaspo. Creeping in at third, Myers, the pitch. Swung on, line center field. Murphy coming on, fighting the sun, makes the belt high catch for out number 1. Hard hit, but right at Tommy Murphy. 1 down. Here's Chris Young, the center fielder, batting .269, 20 doubles, 2 triples, 15 homers, 53 runs batted in. Young 4 for 17 against Salt Lake pitching this year. The outfield playing him to pull towards left. Outstanding young player for this Tucson ball club as the breaking ball misses low and outside. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. And the Bees parent club, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, at Kansas City tonight. And Young takes low, ball 2. And again, the Angels struggling with the Royals. David DeJesus with a home run with a couple of men on board in the 4th. Takes Kansas City out in front, 3-0. The 2-0 pitch. Young swings and lifts it in the air to left. Curtis Pride fighting the sun. Glove up, shades down, and he'll make the catch. No, he dropped the ball. He was there. He had it in his glove, and it fell out. Now, this is a club whose offense is such you cannot give them extra outs. Again, Curtis fighting the sun all the way. Looked like he had won the battle, but he just flat out dropped the ball. These started the day tied with Omaha for the most errors in the league at 101, so that's number 102. And this Tucson ball club is now past the Bees into as far as most runs scored in the league by 5. 573 to 568. Here's Scott Hairston hitting .340 in the PCL. 15 doubles, a triple, 18 homers, 55 runs batted in. The pitch low and outside, ball 1. Hairston again here on an injury rehab assignment. And Hairston hurt himself while running into a wall after joining the Diamondbacks, going after a fly ball, I believe, in Philadelphia. The pitch down low, ball 2. 2-0 the count. So now a situation where Ohlenberger has to try to just battle through the error and pick up Curtis Pride here. 2 balls, no strikes. Smith trying to hold the runner at second. Young close. The pitch high and inside. Spins Hairston away. And now the count is 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes with Chris Carter due next. 3-0 the count to the right-handed batting Hairston. Now the right-hander ready. The pitch on 3-0, outside, ball 4. So an error and a walk. And now the Sidewinders have runners at first and second base. 1 out. And Chris Carter, the first baseman, the batter. Carter hitting .318, 21 doubles, 3 triples, 16 homers, 69 runs batted in. Carter so far this season, 1 hit in 2 at-bats against Ohlenberger. With 1 run batted in, he's also drawn a walk. The pitch, strike in at the knees, and the count's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to the left-handed batter. 11 for 41 against Salt Lake pitching this year. So Young at second on the error. Hairston the runner over at first base. Ohlenberger ready. The 0-1. Carter swings and pops it up foul. Third base side. That's going to make its way into the upper deck. And so now the count on Carter is 0-2 with Brian Barton, the third baseman, due next. No balls, 2 strikes. The outfield shaded towards left. Ohlenberger looks in. Now gets his sign from Mathis. The pitch. Long on, little pop-up back of third. Myers shading his eyes at the back edge of the dirt. Makes the catch. For out number 2, the infield fly rule was in effect, so even if he had dropped it, Carter would have been out. The runners, though, could have advanced at their own risk. So now 2 outs with runners at first and second, and that brings up Brian Barton, the third baseman. Hitting .309, 23 doubles, a triple, 12 homers, and 60 runs batted in. Barton, the batter, with a single and 3 at-bats so far this year. Against Casey Olenberger, first pitch from Casey is down low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. And Olenberger has scuffled as of late, trying to get back on track. Former PCL pitcher of the week this year. Now the 1-0 pitch to Barton. Down the middle, a strike, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Olenberger out of Santa Rosa, California, 26-year-old right-hander. Started out the year in the bullpen, quickly moved into the starting rotation, has been pretty solid for the most part. 1-1 to Barton, fastball in at the knees, a strike, and it's 1-2. Barton at the plate, solid hitter, entered this season his 5th in professional baseball with a career .302 batting average, and he's just a little bit over that right now at .309. Olenberger, the 1-2. Breaking ball. Did he go around? They appeal. No swings is the umpire at first, and our arbiters assigned by the PCL tonight. Travis Reidinger, a veteran, behind the plate. Garrett Watson at first. Mike Muchlinski at second base, and Joe Stegner is over at third. So a 4-man crew to start this series. Now Olenberger ready, and the 2-2 pitch. Barton takes a little bit low, ball 3. So now with a full count, that means the runners will automatically be on the move with the pitch. Highly regarded young catching prospect, Miguel Montero, is on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The runners go. The 3-2 pitch is high, ball 4. So an error and 2 walks have loaded the bases for Montero, and this is what you didn't want to see, and that's Miguel Montero batting with the bases loaded. The reason we say that, Montero this year, between AA and AAA, is 8 for 9 with the bases loaded, 17 runs batted in. He's only been retired once all year with the bases loaded. Olenberger ready, the pitch. Down low, ball 1. In this inning, much longer than it should have been, as Curtis Pride dropped a fly ball in left field, a 2-base error. Otherwise, this inning would have been over a couple of batters ago. 1-0 the count on Montero. Called up recently after 81 games at AA Tennessee, where he hit .270, 10 homers, 46 runs batted in. Batting .200 with 4 RBI this year so far for the Sidewinders. In just 4 games, the pitch, fastball a little bit high, ball 2. No place to put him. We talked about his ability to hit with the bases loaded. 3 of his 4 RBI in a Tucson uniform have come with the bases full. 2-0 pitch on the way, a strike on the outside corner above the knees, 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Bases loaded, 2 out, no score at the moment, but the Sidewinders are threatening. Olenberger ready, here's the 2-1 pitch. Montero rips one into right field, a base hit. In from third, Young. Hairston being waved around. The throw cut off in the middle of the diamond. It's a 2-run single for Montero. He continues to be a prolific bases-loaded hitter, and it's 2-0 Tucson. Again, the runs unearned as Charlie Nagy, the pitching coach, goes to the mound to talk things over with Olenberger. Again, he has been in this inning much longer than he needed to be. Here's Robbie Hammock, the left fielder, due up. Batting .290, 9 doubles, 13 homers, 34 runs batted in. So now Montero is 9 for 10 this season with the bases loaded and 19 runs batted in. So now here's Robbie Hammock, the batter. Batting 200, 4 for 20 against Salt Lake this year. Facing Ohlenberger for the first time. So runners at first and second base, 2 out the pitch. Fastball in at Benitez, a strike and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Again, 2 unearned runs so far here in the first. Ohlenberger ready. The check of the runner at second. The 0-1 home. Swinging a foul off the glove of the catcher, Mathis. And the count on Hammock is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Hammock having a solid season after missing most of last year, appearing in only 3 games after suffering a right shoulder injury. Well, no balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss to the fastball. He struck him out, and that retires the side. 2 unearned runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners left on the base paths. After the first half inning of play, it's Tucson 2, and the Bees are coming to bat on ESPN 1230.
When it's time for your next set of tires, do you want the tire with the best warranty in the business? Then you should head to Big O Tires. When it's time for your next pair of Bees baseball game tickets, do you want free tickets and a chance to win $50,000? Then get to Big O Tires for an entry form and details. No purchase necessary. Big O Tires, Utah's #1 tire store.
A reputation you can ride on Big O Tires.
Dreaming of owning your own home? Cypress Credit Union would like to make your dream a reality with fantastic rates on low-fee construction and mortgage loans. Visit cypresscu.com or speak to a mortgage specialist at 260-7600. We'll help you determine your home buying power and the loan that best fits your needs. Mention this ad and we'll waive the $175 processing fee when you get your mortgage.
Cypress Credit Union. Your future is our future.
Equal housing lender.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
Come on, what do you want?
Well, I don't know what I want for breakfast because I can't think before I have breakfast. What? How do I decide what I want for breakfast if I can't think until I get breakfast?
You'll have a #1 with a large coffee.
Snap out of it with the delicious bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle sandwich from McDonald's. And if you need more help in the mornings, visit McMornings.com.
Like you read my mind. It's a pretty short book.
At participating McDonald's.
We go to the bottom of the first. It's 2-0 Tucson. Defensively for the Sidewinders, Robbie Hammock's in left, Chris Young in center, John Weber's in right, Brian Barton at third, Alberto Callaspo at short, Matt Erickson at second, and Chris Carter is at first. A battery of Adam Bass pitching and Miguel Montero catching. For Bass, this will be his 12th start since being called up from Double-A Tennessee. In 69 and a third innings, he's given up 65 hits, 29 runs, 28 of them earned. He has struck out 36 and walked 29. Hit 2 batters, thrown 2 wild pitches, and surrendered 6 home runs. Bass has won 6 and lost none with a 3.63 earned run average. The PCL is batting .249 against right-hander Adam Bass. Tommy Murphy will lead things off, just back from the Angels, hitting .331 for the year in a Salt Lake uniform. 10 doubles, 1 triple. And 2 homers with 21 runs batted in. So Murphy, switch hitter, batting to the left side against the right-hander Bass. 6'6", 215 in his 4th year. First pitch to Murphy. Breaking ball strike, 0-1. Bass, born in Kokomo, Indiana, calls Madison, Alabama home. 10th round pick of the Diamondbacks in 2003. There's a strike on the inside corner at the belt, 0-2. Played collegiately at the University of Alabama, Huntsville. Murphy was hitting .241 with the Angels, 4 doubles, a triple, 1 homer, 5 runs batted in. Now the 2-0 pitch, cut out and missed. He struck him out on 3 pitches. So Murphy's retired, one away. That'll bring up the left fielder, Curtis Pride. Pride batting .322, 17 doubles, 6 homers, and 37 runs batted in. Bass with a fastball, curve, and splitter. Faced the Bees back on June 8th in Tucson. Gave up 4 runs on 8 hits in 5 2/3 innings. 1 strikeout, 4 walks, a hit batter, and a wild pitch, but was not involved in the decision. The Sidewinders come from behind win. There's a fastball high to Curtis Pride, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Curtis. Just 2 hits and 11 at-bats against Sidewinder pitching this year. 1 for 3 against Bass. Now the 1-ball pitch. Curtis swings and he misses 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again tomorrow night, a big fireworks show for the Pioneer Holiday Weekend. 1 of 2 here at the ballpark. A chance to see fireworks and baseball. As the Bees take on the Sidewinders, the 1-1 pitch on the way. Inside 2-1. Guarantee you it won't be a 0-0 game. 2 balls, 1 strike the count on Curtis. Steven Shell at 3-4 faces Edgar Gonzalez, who's 1-2 and lost 4. 2-1 pitch to Pride. A little bit low, ball 3. 3-1 the count on Curtis with Eric Ibar due next. 2-0 Tucson here in the bottom of the first. Outfield shaded towards left. The 3-1 from Bass. Swing and a tap foul. Bangs off the right shin guard of the home plate umpire, Travis Reiniger. And that fills the count at 3-2. The 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Now the right-hander Bass shakes off 1 sign from Montero. Finds one he likes. The 3-2 pitch is looped foul into the upper deck to the left of home plate. So the count holds at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a clear but warm evening here in Salt Lake. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, right side, fielded on the knee-high second hop by the second baseman Erickson, who throws to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down for the shortstop, Eric Ibar. Hitting .296, 12 doubles, 3 triples, 5 homers, 32 runs batted in. As he faces Bass for the first time. So if you're in the area, come on over. There's still plenty of baseball to be played on this Friday night. Now the pitch on the way. Fastball strike 0-1. Again for the fireworks tomorrow. Box office opens at noon. No balls, 1 strike, the pitch. Fastball in at the knees, and Ibar's in the hole, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Now Bass deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out and sets the Bees down in order. 1, 2, 3 in the first. And at the end of 1 here at Franklin Covey Field, it's Tucson 2 and the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
My fellow pilots, it's time. What's he talking about? He's always making these big promises. McDonald's makes it easy for you to find fortune. Just check out Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Man's Chest now in theaters. Then get a Big Mac sandwich, peel the tab, find the code, and you could win great riches, like a new Volvo. It's easy to win. I'm not it.
No purchase necessary. Open to legal residents of the U.S., Puerto Rico, and Canada. 13 or older. Game ends 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:31:06. A while distribution supplies last. Car game ends 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:31:06. See official rules inside participating McDonald's or at playatmcd.com for complete details. Void where prohibited.
Med One Medical. Med One Medical.
Are you using the same smelly mask and tubing that you got when you started? Masks and tubing should be replaced regularly. You won't believe how much nicer it is to breathe in a new mask. It's healthier, too. Call Med One today at 800-248-5882. With a new mask, you'll have fewer colds and sore throats. Do you snore when you're wearing your CPAP? If your CPAP is working as it should, you should never snore when you have the CPAP machine on. An old, worn-out mask causes leaks and will not allow your CPAP machine to operate at the correct pressure. Schedule a an appointment to visit our sleep laboratory and bring your CPAP machine, and we'll do a free pressure check and give you a free CPAP tube. Sign up for our Sleep Smart Gold Maintenance Program, and your first mask is free. Call 800-248-5882.
Med One Medical. Med One Medical.
We head to the second inning. Tucson leading 2-0. John Weber, Matt Erickson, and Alberto Callaspo due up to face right-hander Casey Olenberger. John Weber just picked up by the Diamondbacks for Tucson after being released by the Dodgers from the Las Vegas roster. So far as a sidewinder, Weber 1 for 5. That one hit was a double. This is only his second game. He was 9 for 53 against Salt Lake pitching as a member of the 51s with a couple of doubles and 5 runs batted in. First pitch swinging, and he pops it up foul, third base side. That's going to land about 3 rows deep for strike one. 0-1 the count. Just a reminder, be on the lookout for the Albertsons triple play for charity. If the Bees pull off a triple play at home, as they did on May 1st against Las Vegas, Albertsons will donate $1,000 worth of groceries to the Utah Food Bank. Albertsons, a proud sponsor of the Salt Lake Bees. Olenberger, the 0-1, and Weber swings and lost one in the air to left center field. Murphy and Pride converging. Curtis with the call, and the catch for the out. One away. That'll bring up Matt Erickson, the second baseman. Erickson been around this league for a while. Played for Calgary at one time, batting .298, 5 doubles and 18 runs batted in. Left-handed batter, signed as a free agent by Arizona back in February. First pitch on the way to the left-hand batter is sliced down the left field line. Long run for Pride, but it's going to land in foul territory. 1 strike the count on Matt Erickson. He's also played for Albuquerque and Nashville in the PCL. And don't forget, we mentioned the fireworks tomorrow night. Can't make it on Pioneer Night itself on Monday night. A big fireworks extravaganza after the game. 1 strike on Erickson. The pitch, fastball high, and the count's even at 1-1. That 4-game series sweep by Tucson in early June over the Bees, one of 2 sweeps that the Bees have been fallen upon. There's a pitch outside a ball, 2-1. The other, of course, the start of the just completed road trip when they dropped all 4 at Sacramento. The sweep of the Grizzlies was their 3rd sweep of the year, their first on the road. 2-1 pitches high, 3-1. They'd also swept a 5-game series at home with Las Vegas and a 3-game set at home against Sacramento. 3 balls and a strike to count on Erickson as Olenberger deals. Swing and a miss, and watch out, there goes the bat, flying into the 3rd row past the Bees dugout at first. Hopefully everybody is all right, and the count's full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So now fans are booing, but as always, they run the bat back to the batter, and then they give a new bat to the fan who got the other one in the first place. So 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. 2-0 Tucson here in the second. Well, apparently the Sidewinders aren't going to give the fan a bat. Now the 3-2 payoff pitch. Foul backing out of play over the roof, so we'll do it again at 3-2. So a full count to the left-handed hitter. Now Olenberger ready. The pitch. Swinging a foul out in front of a changeup. Sent it back into the screen, so it's still 3-2. Matt Erickson out of Appleton, Wisconsin. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch again. Swung on and lifted foul, twisting out of play down the left field line. So Erickson making Olenberger work a little extra hard at this at bat. Three balls, 2 strikes. The out field shaded towards left. The infield is back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now Olenberger rocks, kicks, and delivers. Just missed outside at the knees. Ball 4. Olenberger thought he had the corner, and so do some of the umpires in the green seats. Third walk issued by Casey. That'll bring us back to the top of the order, and Alberto Callaspo flied out to Tommy Murphy in center field. His first time up. It's been one of the areas in which Casey has struggled of late. Last start at Sacramento on July 16th, he walked 5 batters in just 4 innings, giving up 8 runs on 8 hits. All of the runs were earned. Callaspo swings and lifts one foul out of play down the left field side for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. 2-0 Tucson. We're in the second inning. 2 unearned runs in the first, putting the Sidewinders out in front. Quick throw to first, and Erickson is back. He's 4 out of 5 in the stolen base department this year. Again, second place Tacoma, 4 games back at Fresno tonight. That game's still about a half hour away from getting started. Portland in third, 12 games back, opens up a series at Las Vegas. Callaspo swings and fouls it back, 0-2. Again, the Bees playing their 99th game, so 45 left after this one. In the division, 4 left with Tacoma, 9 left with Portland, and 9 left with Colorado Springs. No balls, 2 strikes the count on Callaspo. The pitch, low and outside, a ball 1-2. And with Stephen Drew called up to the big leagues, Chip Hale has had to scramble a little bit, and so Callaspo starting to get some time at shortstop. Primarily a second baseman. Quick toss to first again, and Erickson is back. Olenberger, 3 no decisions and a loss in his last 4 starts. He has not won a game since June the 4th. Now the 1-2 pitch on the way. Low for a ball, 2-2. Now, on the other hand, when it comes to starting pitching, last night's win for Jonathan Rauenhorst was the first win for a Salt Lake Bees starter since Joe Saunders on July 1st. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted in the air toward left. Curtis Pride coming in, and it sails over his head and rolls all the way to the wall. Erickson to third and headed for home. He will score. Alberto Callaspo into third, and it's 3-0 Tucson. Curtis having all kinds of problem with the sun out in left field tonight. Came in on that ball and put the brakes on, started to go back, but it landed about 20 feet behind him. So now it is a 3-0 Tucson lead, and the batter will be Chris Young, who reached on an error by Curtis in the first. That opened the door for a couple of runs. It'll go as a 3-base hit and a run batted in for Callaspo, his 9th triple of the year. That gives him sole possession of second place at the PCL. 3 behind Brooks Conrad of Round Rock. First pitch to Young. Swinging a pop foul. Back behind home plate. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Like we mentioned, this Tucson team has been outstanding. They've won 34 and lost 12 in their last 46 games. No balls, 1 strike the count on Young. Olenberger from the stretch. And the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up and playable. First base side, foul territory. Racing over in front of the dugout. McPherson makes the catch. So Young retired, and there's 2 down here in the second inning. Brings up Scott Hairston, who walked and scored in the first. So 2 out. 3-0 in favor of the Sidewinders here in the second. It could just as easily be no score. 2 outs, a runner at third, the infield back. Now the pitch. Breaking ball low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Hairston. And part of that family, it goes back to his grandfather in the major league, Sam Hairston. There's a pitch, fastball high, ball 2. They appealed the check swing, but Garrett Watson at first said he didn't go around. Again, Hairston was only able to play in one game before getting hurt, and all he did was go 2 for 4 with a double and 1 run batted in for the Diamondbacks. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Swinging a high pop-up. Left side of the infield, Eric Ibar underneath it. Now backpedals to the outfield. Grass staggers a bit, but hangs on for the out to retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit. 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. It's now Tucson 3, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Denny's works for me because I like bacon, sausage, and ham, usually at the same time. And I can get all that at Denny's for just a few bucks. I mean, you know, how many places can you still say that about? I can think of about 1.
Denny's is also the one place you can go for the new Extreme Grand Slam. It has more bacon and sausage than ever, plus 2 eggs, hash browns, and pancakes. One of 3 new Super Slams for just $5.99 each. Denny's.
Works for me.
Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
All right, we go now to the bottom of the second inning. The Bees find themselves trailing 3-0. 2 runs in the first, 1 run in the second. It'll be Dallas McPherson to lead things off, followed by Mike Elward and then Jeff Mathis. Dallas McPherson hitting .227, 10 doubles, 3 triples, 9 homers, 26 runs batted in for McPherson. 5 hits and 28 at-bats so far this year against Tucson. Bass's first pitch to Dallas, and it's high, ball 1. Adam Bass with a 3-up, 3-down first inning. 3-0 Tucson. We're in the second. Now Bass's pitch. Down the middle for a strike, and the count's 1-1. Bass with an excellent splitter. That's been his out pitch in particular, throwing it well over the last several starts. As the new baseball is being put into play by home plate umpire Travis Reiniger. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Bass's pitch. Fastball low, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Bass's last start was a win at Las Vegas on July 16th, giving up 2 runs on 7 hits in 7 innings with 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. The 2-1 pitch, McPherson takes outside at the knees, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Yeah, it's amazing. Bass 6-0 for the Sidewinders after 9 starts at Double-A Tennessee, where he went 2-3. 3-1 pitch to McPherson. Low, ball 4, and the leadoff man is aboard with a walk. As McPherson jogs on down to first, that brings Mike Elward to the plate, hitting .296, 15 doubles, 4 homers, 31 runs batted in. If a Bees player hits for the cycle at home this season during a regulation 9-inning game, you could win $10,000 in the SMC Capital Management Hit for the Cycle contest, courtesy of Gary Gigi of SMC Capital Management. Register to win at the Franklin Covey Field Customer Service Booth. And don't forget to check out www.retirementsource.net For more information on SMC Capital Management, architect of wealth, as Elward takes a fastball for a strike. 0-1. Mike 2 for 9 against Tucson this year. 0 for 2 against Bass. He did reach once against the Tucson right-hander when he was hit by a Bass pitch. McPherson, a short lead at first. Now the 0-1. Dallas takes off, but Elward on the hit and run fouls it back. So the count on Mike is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Harper going through the signs over at third. Jeff Mathis, the catcher, is due next. Outfield shaded towards right for Mike. Now Bass ready. The 0-2 pitch to Elward. Fastball fouled. Back into the screen. Still 0-2. Again tomorrow night, Stephen Shell for the Bees against Edgar Gonzalez for the Sidewinders. Sunday afternoon, Dustin Mosley against right-hander Micah Owings. Monday night, Joe Saunders against Dustin Nippert. Now the 0-2. Elward takes a breaking ball. Strike 3 called, and Mike can't believe it. Third strikeout for Adam Bass, and that'll bring up Jeff Mathis. Elward with a few words for Travis Reiniger on his way back to the dugout. Once again, raising the ire of the fans behind home plate in particular. Here's Jeff Mathis hitting .302. 24 doubles, a triple, 3 homers, 31 runs batted in. Jeff with a 4-game hitting streak working. The infield double play depth behind Bass as the right-hander deals. Instead, over to first. McPherson, 2 out of 2 in the stolen base department, but not likely to be going unless it is a hit-and-run situation like we saw earlier. Down 3-0 here in the second inning. Bass ready. The pitch. Mathis swings, and it's a high pop fly. Shallow center, backpedaling out. The second baseman Erickson's there, and he makes the catch about 25 feet back on the outfield grass for out number 2.
Number 35.
2 out for Jason Espedo, the right fielder, batting .253. 2 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, and 11 runs batted in. So 2 outs, a runner at first base for Espedo, facing Tucson for the first time. 1 for 5 in the just completed series at Fresno. First pitch on the way from Bass. Espedo swings, and there it goes. Deep to right field. It's up there, and it is gone! Onto the backside of the berm. A 2-run home run for Jason Espedo. And it's now Tucson 3 and the Bees 2. Espedo with his 3rd home run in as many games at Franklin Covey Field. The other 2 tied up games against Sacramento in the 8th inning. One a 3-run homer on July 8th. The other a solo shot on July 9th. His 3rd homer, his 12th and 13th runs batted in. So the Bees back to within a run, and here's Corey Myers. The former Sidewinder takes high and inside, ball 1. 7th home run surrendered by Bass this year. 1 ball, no strikes. Myers 2 for 9 against his old team. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 1-1. Myers was originally a first-round pick by Arizona and the 4th selection overall in 1999 after being named the Arizona High School Player of the Year that spring. Now the 1-1. Corey takes down low, ball 2. 2-1 the count on Myers with Casey Smith due next. Outfield around towards left, the pitch. Swing and a miss to the fastball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Corey. Not much of a breeze here at the ballpark. Old Glory just wafting just a bit on the flagpole and left. The 2-2 to Myers. Swinging a chopper over the mound, past second base and through into center field, a base hit. So Corey Myers is aboard with a 2-out single, hit number 2 for the Bees. That'll bring up Casey Smith, the second baseman. Casey batting .281, 18 doubles, 2 triples, 1 homer, 37 runs batted in. Casey Smith working on his longest hitting streak of the year as he's hit safely now in 10 straight games. One of a handful of hitting streaks that have reached double digits this year. The longest belongs to Jeff Mathis, who had a 13-game streak. The first 13 games he was back in a Salt Lake uniform after being sent down between May 5th and 18th. First pitch to Smith. Swing and a miss over a splitter. Strike 1. No balls. 1 strike the count of the right-hand batter. 3-2 now in favor of Tucson here in the bottom of the second. Now Bass's pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. 0-2. No balls. 2 strikes. Fumble trying to get the fans into it here with the hand clapping. No balls. 2 strikes the count on Casey Smith. Corey Myers at first. 2 out. A 3-2 ball game. Bass's pitch, and Casey takes fastball right down the middle. Strike 3 called. 4th strikeout for Adam Bass, but the Bees get a couple of runs on the home run by Espedo. 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. As we go to the third, it's now Tucson 3 and the Bees 2 on ESPN 1230.
Hi, Paul Hartman here. You know, if I were to hire somebody for my business, I would want to see their resume. That's why I think it's only fair to give you our resume right now. We have 20 years servicing the Wasatch area. Family owned and operated. Winner of last year's top technician training program. Always staffed 24 hours, 7 days a week. And we specialize in finding you the best solution for your comfort with energy savings. With over 71% repeat and customer referral rate, we know we're doing our job right. So, when you're in need, call Hartman Heating and Air, 264-8300. Serving the heart of your home and business.
Athletes can't perform on an empty stomach.
Strike 1.
The Old Spaghetti Factory is the perfect place for your pre-game and post-game feasts, team parties, and more. Fill up our delicious homemade mouth-watering dishes. No one speaks the international language of yum like the Old Spaghetti Factory. Serving the best memories in town. It's the perfect place for any occasion. And now, featuring the amazing adventures of Wally the Trolley for our guests 10 and younger. Catch a ride with Wally and his trolley trio as they explore the world. Sign up for our Kids Club at www.osf.com. It's safe, simple, fun, and on your next birthday, lunch is on us. Conveniently located to serve you at Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem. Good food, good fun, and deliciously complete meals. The Old Spaghetti Factory is where to wind up. The Old Spaghetti Factory in Trolley Square, Taylorsville, and Orem.
Third inning now, Tucson leading 3-2. Chris Carter, the first baseman for the Sidewinders, leading things off against Casey Ohlenberger. Takes a fastball down the middle, a strike. 0-1. Chris Carter popped up to the third baseman. Corey Myers, his first time up. 3-2 Tucson now after the 2-run home run by Jason Espedo. The 0-1 to Carter. Fastball missed. I'm not sure where, and the count's even at 1-1. It's also time for our third inning update of the Abra scoreboard. Now, Reininger getting into it a little bit with pitching coach Charlie Nagy from the first base dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on Carter. Now Ohlenberger winds the 1-1. Strike on the outside corner at the knees, 1-2. Our third inning update of the Abra scoreboard. Iowa trying to take 2 from Memphis. Won the opener 3-1. And they lead the nightcap 1-0 in the 4th inning. Now Ohlenberger ready. The 1-2 to Carter. Swing and a miss as he's late on a fastball. He struck him out. Second punch out for Casey Ohlenberger, and there's 1 down here in the third. Brings up Brian Barden, who walked his first time up. Omaha with a 4-run 7th, now leading Round Rock 4-3. The Royals batting in the bottom of the 8th. Again, Round Rock's offense, a pair of home runs by the former Stinger, Brian Gordon. his 8th and 9th of the year. Breaking ball low, ball 1 to Barton, who walked his first time up. New Orleans 6, Albuquerque 2. That game in the 5th. Down at New Orleans. Now the 1-0. Strike on the inside corner at the belt, 1-1. Nashville at Oklahoma. Nothing in on that game as of yet. Colorado Springs at Sacramento. Portland and Las Vegas. Tacoma at Fresno later. Swinging a ground ball to short. Ibar charges, gloves, steps and throws to first in time for the out. Eric almost took a little bit too long to get rid of that ball, and Barton just about beat it out. But fortunately for the Bees, Ibar had a lot on that throw. So 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Miguel Montero, who made the Bees pay for that error by Curtis Pride in left field in the first with a 2-run, bases loaded, 2-out single. So 2 out, bases empty. Ohlenberger's pitch. Swung on, popped up foul. Third base side. Will it land in the upper deck or make the roof? Lands in the upper deck. Strike 1. The American League, Minnesota with an 8-run fourth, cruising over Cleveland 13-6. That game in the 7th at Jacobs Field. No balls, 1 strike, the count on Montero. The pitch. Up high, 1-1. At Detroit, the Tigers beat Oakland 4-3. Justin Verlander, the winner, now 12-4. A 1-1 to Montero. Breaking ball into the dirt, 2-1. That series win over the White Sox had to be a big confidence boost for the Tigers. In the 8th at Toronto, the Blue Jays lead the Yankees 6-3. Despite A-Rod's 21st home run of the year. The 2-1 to Montero. Swinging a foul back into the screen, 2-2. In the 8th at St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay leading Baltimore 14-7. Yes, that is the Devil Rays over the Orioles and not the Buccaneers over the Ravens. Although for those two offenses, that would be a high-scoring game. 2-2 pitch on the way is ripped past the second baseman Smith into right center field, a base hit. Espedo over to cut it off and hold Montero to a single, his second base hit of the ball game. And it brings up Robbie Hammock. Struck out swinging his first time up. After 6 innings at Kansas City, the Royals lead the Angels still 4-1. David DeJesus with his 5th home run of the year for Kansas City. Texas leads at Chicago 5-2 in the 4th. Pitch to Hammock, a strike 0-1. Jim Thome with his 32nd home run of the year for the White Sox, but Michael Young and Mark Teixeira have homered for the Rangers. Boston at Seattle yet to get started. Runner at first base, 2 out. Ohlenberger's pitch to Hammock. Swing at a fastball to foul back, and it's 0-2. National League, the Phillies edge the Braves 6-5. Bottom of the 8th in Washington, the Cubs lead the Nationals 6-4. 2 home runs for Aramis Ramirez. In the 8th at New York, the Mets are shutting out Houston 7-0. Now the 0-2 pitch to Hammock, swung on and sliced foul out of play down the right field side. So it's still 0-2. In the 9th at Miami, the Marlins lead Pittsburgh 4-1. First inning at Phoenix, Arizona and Colorado are scoreless. Later on, San Diego at San Francisco. The Dodgers host St. Louis. Milwaukee at Cincinnati rained out. Now the 0-2 pitch to Hammock. Swinging a ground ball foul up the third base side as manager and third base coach Chip Hale steps back out of the way. Of course, Hale spent a brief amount of time in a Salt Lake Buzz uniform, appearing in 16 games in 1995. Again, the 0-2 to Hammock. Breaking ball into the dirt. 1-2 the count on the right-handed batter. Three to 2 in favor of Tucson. We're in the top of the 3rd. Now Ohlenberger ready. Right-hander tosses to first, driving Montero back to the bag. And just a little bit of a breeze picking up out of the north, blowing out towards right. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Hammock. Ohlenberger ready, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Myers has it, throws it the short route to second, and gets the force out on Montero to retire the side. No runs, one hit, and one runner was left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Tucson 3, the Bees 2 on ESPN 1230.
Next.
Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and terrine tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteak.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Introducing Papa John's new Sizzlin' Fajita Pizza with onions and peppers, a new Southwestern pizza sauce. Choose marinated steak or grilled chicken for only $11.99. A large Sizzlin' Fajita Pizza, just $11.99. Call now or order online at papajohns.com. Play 100 Sizzlin' Days of Summer at papajohns.com for a chance to win a Chrysler Crossfire. See store or website for details. Limited delivery area charges may apply.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. All right, we head to the bottom of the third. Bees trailing by a score of 3-2. It'll be the top of the order. Tommy Murphy, Curtis Pride, and Eric Ibar to face right-hander Adam Bass. We mentioned that A-Rod had homered for the Yankees in that game. They're in the bottom of the eighth. Toronto leading New York 6-3. But with that home run, Alex Rodriguez became the youngest player ever to reach 450 home runs in his career. It also was his 2,000th career hit. Rodriguez, who turns 31 next Thursday, is the 8th player to get his 2,000th hit before his 31st birthday. Ken Griffey Jr. was the previous youngest to reach 450 at 31 years, 261 days old when he did it, August 9th of 2001. Here's Tommy Murphy. First pitch taking a strike at the knees, 0-1. Murphy struck out swinging on 3 pitches in the first inning. Again, first game back from a stint with the Angels. He went up on June 23rd. The 0-1 delivery, low and away for a ball, 1-1. So he was there for nearly a month, but not a whole lot of playing time. Some spot duty. The 1-1 pitch, chopped foul to the right of home plate, and the count's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Now the right-hander Bass ready to pitch. Fastball high, and the count's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's a swing and a ground ball through the middle and into center field, a base hit. So Tommy Murphy on board with a leadoff single, hit number 3 for the Bees in the ball game. So that'll bring up Curtis Pride, who grounded out to second base, his first time up. So Murphy at first, nobody out. Strange story on Murphy in regards to stolen bases. He's a perfect 3 out of 3 in stolen base attempts in the big league. He's been thrown out 10 of 13 attempts here at AAA. The pitch, wide high, ball 1 before he left for the big leagues back on the 23rd. We talked about it, and Brian Harper was in on the conversation. I just suggested maybe we just have slow dirt here. 1 ball, no strikes, the count on Pride as Bass comes set. The infield double play depth up the middle, and the turn of the toss to first drives Murphy back. In that 1 month with the Angels, Murphy only had 21 at-bats. 5 hits. Now the 1-0 to Pride. Fastball misses upstairs. Ball 2. 2-0 the count on Curtis. And Murphy sent down. Chris Butchek called up for his second tour of duty with the Angels. 80 transactions for the Bees on and off the roster this year. That's 2 more than at this time last year. 16 of those have come since the All-Star break. Again, the throw to first, and Murphy is back. A lot of frequent flyer miles between Salt Lake and Anaheim. John Wayne Airport in Santa Ana, to be exact. 2 balls, no strike, the count on Curtis. Pass again, the throw to first, and Murphy is back. Again, last night's 3-0 win over Fresno marked the 10th shutout of the Bees pitching staff this season. Tied with Nashville for the PCL lead, and that also equaled their franchise record set in 1998. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Right, takes off speed and over on the outside corner above the knees. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Right, just 4 for 21 on the just completed road trip. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the right-hander ready. Bass kicks and delivers. Murphy goes. Swing and a tap foul behind home plate. The count's even at 2-2. There was a stretch not that long ago where Curtis probably was the hottest hitter in the league. Even his outs were hit hard. So the count's gone from 2-0 to 2-2 with Murphy at first. Nobody out. Bottom of the third. Tucson 3, the Bees 2. Game 1 of this 4-game series and brief homestand. Now Bass ready. And the right-hander 2-2 pitch is fouled, back and out of play. Bass pausing a long time out on the mound before coming home with his pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Curtis. Infield, double play, depth behind Bass. Pride does lead the Bees. 10 grounds into double play. Now the 2-2 pitch on the way. Instead, the turn of the toss to first. Almost threw it away. First baseman Carter had to come off the bag and around the base runner Murphy to get to that toss. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count on Pride. Bass ready, the pitch. Murphy takes off, swinging a tap foul again behind home plate. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Curtis making Bass work out there. Just a reminder that if you have a youngster 14 and under, stop by the Larry H. Miller Chevrolet location at 5650 South State Street in Murray and register them to have a chance to win the opportunity to be the honorary bat kid at the Bees home game. Larry H. Miller Chevrolet. After all, you know this guy. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Pride. The pitch. Fastball outside, ball 3. 3-2 the count. Well, if Murphy had been running on several 2-2 pitches, although he did not there, I would expect him to be running here on 3-2. Try to stay out of the ground ball double play. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bass comes set, turns and tosses to first, hoping that maybe Murphy would leave a little early there, but Connie held his ground and went back to first base. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Eric Ibar's due next. Now Bass ready. Murphy takes off. The pitch is fouled out of play to the left of home plate into the upper deck towards one of the suites down the third baseline. I believe that's suite 22. Again, this brief homestand concludes Monday with a big Pioneer Day fireworks show. And then the Bees hit the road for a trip to Tennessee, 4 at Memphis, followed by 4 at Nashville. 3-2 payoff pitch. Murphy goes, and it's low and outside. Ball 4. So now the Bees have something going with a tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first. Nobody out for Eric Ibar, who struck out swinging his first time up. Ibar, switch hitter, batting from the left side against the right-hander Bass. See if he's bunting or maybe a little fast pitch softball-like run and slapping. Murphy at second, Pride at first, nobody out, bottom of the third, Tucson 3, the Bees 2. Middle infielders, double play depth, the corner men even with the bag. Now Barton in a couple of steps more at third. The pitch, no sign of a bunt as Ibar takes a strike on the outside corner above the knees, 0-1. First inning home run for David Ortiz. The Red Sox won, the Mariners nothing in Seattle. No balls, 1 strike to count. Bass ready. The check of the runner at second, the 0-1. Ibar spins and it grazed him. Got him on the right arm as he tried to twist out of the way, and now the bases are loaded with nobody out. For Bass, that is his third hit batter, and for Ibar, that's the second time he's been clipped. So now the tying run is at third, the go-ahead run at second. Ibar at first for Dallas McPherson, who walked and scored in the second inning. Oh, Dallas with an RBI opportunity here. Just a healthy fly ball would, at the very least, tie the game. In a Salt Lake uniform so far this year, Dallas 0 for 3, batting with the bases loaded. So Murphy at third, Pride at second, Ibar at first with some pretty good speed on the base pass. The infield at double play depth, the outfield straight away and deep. The first pitch to McPherson. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Bees with a golden opportunity here, but they have not done well this season as a club, batting with the bases full. The 0-1 pitch to McPherson. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Their team batting average overall is .291, but with the bases full, it's just .227. That compares to Tucson hitting .345 with the bases full. 2 strikes to count on McPherson. Bass ready, the pitch. Up and in, leans Dallas back out of the way, 1-2. And he drew a walk his first time at bat. Murphy at third, reached on a single. Pride at second, reached on a walk. Eric Ibar at first after being hit by a pitch. 1-2 the count on Dallas. Bass's pitch. Swinging a slow roller to the right side. Erickson shovels to second for 1. Gallaspo the throw to first. Pulls Carter off the bag. McPherson is safe. A run scores, and we're tied at 3. McPherson with his 27th run batted in, and we're all even with Curtis Pride advancing to third on the play. And Gallaspo's throw off the mark. And not a shortstop by trade. So now 1 out. The go-ahead run is 90 feet away for Mike Elward, who is called out on strikes his first time up. So runners at the corners, 1 down. Now Bass steps off. Jim Empert, the hitting coach for the Bees, over at first base with a quick word for McPherson. 1 out, runners at the corners, a 3-3 game here in the third. Bass ready, and the pitch to Elward. Mike swings and misses over a splitter, strike 1. 0-1 the count. Mark Grizzolonic has just hit a 3-run homer, and the Angels, after playing so well to win 8 in a row, have now could be on their way to their 3rd straight loss. Their 2nd in a row against Kansas City as they trail 7-1 in the 7th. The 0-1 to Elward is fouled straight back off the window of the suite, bouncing down into the upper deck. So the count on Elward is 0-2 with Jeff Mathis due next. 2 strikes the count on Mike. Tough road trip for Elwood. 7 for 30 on the trip, just 2 for 16 in Fresno. No balls, 2 strikes. Now Bass's pitch. Breaking ball, low and away. 1-2 the count of the right-handed batter. Elwood out of the box momentarily and now back in. Mike, a .326 hitter here at Franklin Covey Field compared to .263 on the road. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball. He struck him out. 5th strikeout for Bass, and there's 2 down here in the 3rd. So it's up to Jeff Mathis to try to make more of this inning than just the 1 run. Mathis popped up to the second baseman his first time up. Out into short center field. A 3-3 game. Bees had the bases loaded, nobody out. They've scored 1, but now with 2 outs. The pitch to Mathis into the dirt. Good stop of the catcher Montero. Sliding across to his right. Ball 1. 1 ball. No strikes the count on Mathis. Curtis Pride, the go-ahead run in his back pocket at third. Now Bass ready. The 1-0 to Mathis. Swinging a high fly ball, left center field. Young going back. It's up there. It's out there, and it's the wall. It's off the top of the fence and over the fence. And off the side of the fence. Into score Pride. Into score McPherson on a 2-run triple by Jeff Mathis. And the Bees are now out in front, 5-3. Young went up for it. It hit the barrier, bounced straight up. It looked like it had landed on the other side of the fence, but got lost in the white advertising sign out there. And finally, Young picked it up. So Mathis, with his second triple of the year, his 32nd and 33rd, runs batted in, and it's 5-3 in favor of the Bees. And they have a runner at third base with 2 out. So Jeff Mathis comes through with 2 down here in the 3rd. Brings up Jason Espedo, launched a 2-run homer, his first time up. Put the Bees on the board in the 2nd inning. First pitch here, a fastball. Down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-1. Now Bass ready. The pitch. Outside of ball. 1-1 the count of Espedo. The triple for Mathis extends his hitting streak now to 5 games. Now Bass set the 1-1. Espedo swings and fouls it into the glove of the catcher Montero for a strike. And it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Bass ready. The 1-2. Slap foul up into the seats, third base side of the upper deck. 1-2 the count on Espedo. Bees 5, Tucson 3, and we're only in the bottom of the 3rd. Now Bass sets the 1-2 to Jason. Swinging a foul right back off the facing of the roof and carrying back down into the front row of the lower deck. 1-2 the count. Mathis steps off the lead at third. The pitch. Curveball low and inside to the left-hand batter, and the count on Espedo is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jason Espedo, 7th man to bat the inning for the Bees. Mathis at third, 2 out. Bass ready, the 2-2 pitch to Espedo. Swung on, that's lifted in the air towards left center. Chris Young drifting over, underneath it is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Bees scored 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors. 1 runner left on the base paths. After 3 complete, it's now the Bees 5, Tucson 3 on ESPN 1230.
Hi, evening news? Is the anchor man there? The guy who reads the 6 o'clock news? Yeah, the blonde guy. Well, I need him to mention that I'm looking for a home. Yep, a new home. Well, that way, anyone selling in the area can call me, and we can work out a viewing around my schedule. But and I'm only available Sunday between 2 and 4. To have him mention that, would you? Thanks.
You don't need to make an announcement when you're looking for a home to buy. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage makes it easy to find open houses in a range of styles and prices, including new construction, giving you every advantage in finding a home. You can access information about our open houses on our website. And the more homes you view, the more likely you are to find the one that's absolutely perfect for you. If you're already searching for a home, thinking about buying, or just interested in the local real estate market, go to utahhomes.com today.
No, I'm holding for the anchorman.
To find the open houses you want to see this weekend, visit utahhomes.com. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage is owned and operated by NRT Incorporated.
SOS Staffing Services is a proud sponsor of Bees Baseball. Just like the Salt Lake Bees, SOS is Utah's hometown team. Based in Salt Lake City for over 32 years, SOS has 27 strategically placed Utah offices to draft Utah's top talent. SOS specializes in direct placement, temp to hire, and temporary employment in fields such as administrative, technical, production assembly, labor, and many more. So the next time your business needs a pinch hitter or a top draft pick, call SOS Staffing Services.
We head to the 4th inning. For the first time, Casey Ohlenberger takes the mound with a lead as the Bees have rallied from a 3-0 deficit to take a 5-3 lead over the Sidewinders. It'll be John Weber, Matt Erickson, and Alberto Callaspo, the 8-9-1 hitters, due up in Tucson's batting order. John Weber flied out to left field his first time up. Again, Weber started the year with Las Vegas. Now Ohlenberger winds. First pitch to the left-handed batter is a fastball high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Now the wind by Casey and the 1-0. Weber swings on a changeup and pulls it on the ground foul at the first base side, and that evens the count at 1-1. Time now for a look at this date in Salt Lake PCL history, brought to you by Med1 Medical, the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold. 1 ball, 1 strike on Weber. The pitch. Swinging a foul, third base side, up onto the roof, out of play. 0-1-2 the count. Not going to go all that far back. As a matter of fact, we're just going to go back to last year on this date, July 21st. The Stingers scored 7 runs in the top of the 10th inning at Fresno for a 12-5 win over the Grizzlies. Jose Caldera's RBI single gives Salt Lake the lead. Now the 1-2. Fastball up and in. 2-2 the count. Casey Kochman follows with a 2-run double. Luke Allen adds a 2-run single as the team scores its all-time high at an extra inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on John Weber, leading off for Tucson here in the 4th. The pitch from Ohlenberger, swing and a foul back to the screen. So the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ohlenberger piling up the pitch count. The 2-2 pitch, low for a ball, 3-2 unofficially. We have him at 67 pitches now. And we're only in the 4th inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now the wind by Ohlenberger. The payoff pitch is lifted in the air to deep right center field. A long run for Murphy. He won't get that one as it's gone. Just over the barrier in right center field, the deepest part of the park. John Weber with his first home run in the Tucson uniform. His 3rd of the season, and it's now the Bees 5 and Tucson 4. That right center field corner here is actually the deepest part of the park. A recent measure of that distance showed it at 431 feet. Got a feeling this is going to be one of those nights where to win you have to outscore the opposition. Now, obviously, that sounds rather obvious, but I mean, it's going to be one of those games that could wind up with both teams in double digits before the end of the night. Swinging a ground ball, deflected, slowed down by Olenberger, rolls to the second baseman Smith, who throws to first for the out. If Olenberger doesn't get a piece of that ball, it likely goes on through into center field, but he slowed it down and directed it somewhat towards Casey Smith on a 1-4-3 putout. So Erickson foiled there, and there's one down here in the fourth. That'll bring up Alberto Callaspo. RBI triple his last time up on a ball that was lost in the sun by Curtis Pride. First pitch, fastball, high ball one as Curtis came in for the ball, and then he had to put the brakes on as the ball sailed about 20, 25 feet behind him. The 1-0 to Callaspo. Fastball outside, ball two. Last night, Callaspo opened up the first inning for Tucson with a home run against Portland, and before the inning was out, the Sidewinders had scored 7 as Callaspo takes outside, ball three. 3 balls, no strikes on Alberto Callaspo. That triple for Callaspo is league-leading 123rd hit of the year. 3-0 pitch on the way, and it's a fastball high, ball 4 as Callaspo walks on 4 straight pitches, and that's already the 4th walk issued by Casey Olenberger tonight. And he's already over 80 pitches, and again, we're in the 4th inning on a hot night. There may not be a whole lot of gas left in the tank. Here's Chris Young, who reached on an error, and Curtis Pride dropped a fly ball in left field in the first. Fouled out to the first baseman McPherson in the second. It could be a big bullpen night, and again, they're without the services of Chris Buchek, although he did go 3 innings just 2 days ago, as he is now with the Angels in Kansas City. Toss to first, and Callaspo is back. 6 out of 10 in the stolen base department this year. Tying run at first for Tucson with 1 out. Top of the 4th, 5-4, Salt Lake. Olenberger ready, and the pitch to Young is a little bit low, ball 1, and that's 5 in a row that have missed the strike zone. One ball, no strikes to count on Young. The infield double play depth. Olenberger ready. And the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and chopped foul at the third base side. 1-1. Olenberger on the Bees pitching staff is second on the team in inducing ground ball double plays with 10. Joe Saunders leads not only the team but the league with 17. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on Young. Olenberger's pitch. Instead, the turn of the toss to first, and Callaspo dives back in safely. Tacoma and Fresno underway. No score. Grizzlies batting in the bottom of the first. That's a 5-game series with a rainout to be made up. 1-1 pitch is fouled back and out of play. 1-2, the count on Young. 1 out, a runner at first. A run in on a home run by John Weber that led off the inning. One ball, 2 strikes, the count on Young. Now the right-hander ready. The pitch. Swing and a foul to the base of the screen. 1-2 the count. An RBI double by Mike Cervenak in the bottom of the first has put Fresno out in front of Tacoma 1-0. Cervenak out trying to stretch that into a triple over at third base. 1-2 the count on Young with Scott Hairston due next. Olenberger ready, and the 1-2 pitch to Young. Instead, again the throw over to first. And the runner is back. We mentioned earlier in this inning, the State and Salt Lake PCL history. You can stop in for a free CPAP pressure check and free tubing. Med One Medical, 10712 South 13th East in Sandy. 1-2 the count on Chris Young as Olenberger comes set. The right-hander ready, the pitch. Started after it, held up, they appeal, no swings as Garrett Watson at first. And the count's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5-4 Bees here in the top of the 4th inning. Now Casey sets the 2-2 to Young. Started after it, held up, and it missed high. Ball 3 as Olenberger continues to struggle with the strike zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count on Young. Look for Callaspo to be on the move here. I would think over at first base. Now Olenberger ready. The payoff pitch, Callaspo goes, and it's not even close. High and inside, ball 4, and that's 5 walks issued by Olenberger. You've got to be up around 90 pitches already. That'll bring up Scott Hairston, who has walked and popped to short. And the 5 walks equals his last start. And it's also his season high. Olenberger at 86 pitches. So after the home run by Weber, Erickson was retired, but now Olenberger has walked 2 in a row. So the tying runs in scoring position. The go-ahead runs on at first. The pitch on the way, and Hairston takes high and inside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. So far, no activity in the Salt Lake bullpen. 1-0. Ibar in behind Callaspo at second. Now drifts back to his shortstop position. The pitch up high, ball 2. 2-0 the count, and now Jeff Mathis goes to the mound to talk things over with Olenberger. Chris Carter, the first baseman, due next. Olenberger taking the cap off, wiping his brow with his left sleeve and then his right while talking to Mathis. Travis Reiner going out to speed along the proceedings. And Olenberger right now at 88 pitches, which is an awful lot for 4 innings. And then they add the heat to all of this. And I'm a little bit surprised there's nobody up in the Bees bullpen right now. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch to Hairston. Strike call, snap toward a second base is high, and Callaspo's able to get back in with a head-first dive. Casey Smith needing a big leap to pull that throw back in as it sailed on Mathis. Two balls, 1 strike. Danger here against a solid hitter. Third in the league with his .340 batting average coming in. 2-1 pitch into the dirt. Gets away from Mathis. And on the wild pitch, the tying run moves up to third and the go-ahead run to second base. For Olenberger, that is his 6th wild pitch of the year. And now just a healthy fly ball brings in the tying run, and the count on Hairston is now 3-1 and a wide one would load the bases for Carter. Three balls, 1 strike. Not to worry on this. This is a great hitter's count. Olenberger ready, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He pulled the string on it and had Hairston out in front of it. So now the count is full at 3-2. Callaspo walks off the lead at third. Young at second. The infield back everywhere but first. McPherson even with a bag. So they'll concede the run on a ground ball everywhere but to first. Now the 3-2 payoff pitch to Hairston. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball. Good pitch by Olenberger there. That is his third strikeout of the ball game. And now there's 2 down here in the 4th. Chris Carter, the batter. He's popped up to third and struck out swinging. So big out there for Olenberger, but he's not out of the woods yet. Dan Carter 0 for 2 tonight, 1 for 4 against Casey on the season. 2 out, 2 on, the pitch. Breaking ball low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Chris Buchek now in the game for the Angels at Kansas City, with the Halos trailing 8-3 in the 8th inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Now Olenberger set the pitch. Swinging a ground ball right side. Diving step by Casey Smith to his left. From his knees, throws to first for the out, and that's saved. 2 runs as Casey dived to his left to handle the hot shot, and then from both knees through to first, it was dug out of the dirt by McPherson for the out, and that could very well be our Mountains West Ranch's defensive play of the game. Stay tuned for the 10th inning show to find out. 1 run out of all that. 1 a hit, no errors, and 2 runners were left on the base paths. As we go to the bottom of the 4th, the Bees 5, Tucson 4 on ESPN 1230.
Okay, you guys, time for bed.
Daddy, take me for a ride to the bedroom. No move.
All right, both of you hop on. Oh, man, you guys are getting heavy.
Daddy, you sound like a piggy.
I'm not a piggy. I'm a dinosaur.
No, dinosaurs sound like this. You sound like this.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
There are moments that make life meaningful.
Mommy, Daddy's a piggy.
Well, he's a cute little piggy.
Oh, I'm seriously out of shape, piggy.
At Select Health, we want to help you enjoy each one. With our health and wellness programs, we're striving to help you and your family stay fit and healthy and be right there with you as life unfolds.
Look, Mommy, the piggy's jumping on the bed.
Daddy's starting a new exercise program.
You know what they say, when pigs fly.
Good one.
Yeah, I'm too tired to be funny. I gotta sit down.
To learn how we're working to make healthcare simpler, visit selecthealth.org. Select Health. Simply there.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What?
Why? It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
Oh.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Oh.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
All right, we go down to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bees 5, Tucson 4. The first pitch swinging. Popped up foul, first base side by Corey Myers, and near the railing, Chris Carter makes the catch for out number 1. So 5-4 Bees. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning here at Franklin Covey Field. Brings up Casey Smith, called out on strikes, his first time up. So 1 out, bases empty, the pitch. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Casey. Again, a 10-game hitting streak coming in, his longest of the year. His previous best had been a 7-gamer back in June. 1-0 pitches, chopped fair down the third baseline, past the diving Barden. It rolls into the corner, giving chase near the 345 sign his hammock, and Casey Smith motors into second base with a 1-out double, extending his hitting streak to 11 games. So Casey out at second base with 1 out. That is his 19th double of the year. And for Casey, that's 13 more than he had in 80-plus games last year. And he's got 19 now, and this is 67th game. The 19 doubles, a new season high. His previous best 18 in 2004, 9 with Arkansas and 9 with Salt Lake. So, a runner at second base, 1 out for Tommy Murphy, 1 for 2. Single to center and scored. last inning, and he swings and fouls it back into the screen. Strike one. No balls, one strike. Olenberger closed out the fourth inning by having thrown 94 pitches. No balls, one strike, the count on Murphy. Smith the lead at second base. The pitch up high for a ball, 1-1. One ball, one strike. A back and forth ball game so far tonight, and we're only in the bottom of the fourth. Smith the lead at second base. Now the 1-1 to Murphy. Bass delivers, and it's ripped on the right field. On the run, Weber. It's over his head and up against the base of the wall. Rounding third and heading home is Casey Smith. Tommy Murphy walks into second base with an RBI double, and the Bees now lead it 6-4. So back-to-back doubles here in the fourth for Murphy, his 11th in a Salt Lake uniform, and his 22nd run batted in. 6 hits now for the Bees, of which 4 have gone for extra bases. Brings up Curtis Pride, grounded out in the first, walked and scored in the third. So runner at second base, again, 1 out. The pitch to Curtis. Fastball high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Through 4 innings now, each team with only 1-0 on its line score. Tucson in the third, the Bees in the first. Now Bass ready, the 1-0. Curtis takes a changeup strike on the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. And again, the umpires in the green seats voice their displeasure over the call. Well, apparently, the CBS Sportsline board was incorrect. That was not rained out at Cincinnati, just a lengthy rain delay. Now the 1-1 pitch to Curtis. Swing and a miss to the fastball, 1-2. 1-0 Brewers in the third. Bees Clubhouse will be back next Friday, and Adrian will talk about his travels with the former Grizzly broadcaster Bob Hoffman. Again, they were at Detroit yesterday, the Great American Ballpark tonight, and Jacobs Field in Cleveland tomorrow. 1-2 the count on Curtis. The pitch. Swing and a foul. Back into the screen. Still 1-2. Tucson took a 3-0 lead with 2 in the first and 1 in the second. The Bees scored twice in the second, 3 in the third to go up 5-3. Each team has plated 1 run here in the fourth to make it 6-4. Tommy Murphy out at second base with 1 out. And now Bass ready with a 1-2 pitch to Pride. Swung on and skied to left center field. Hammock and Young converging. Hammock, the left fielder, with the call. And the catch. Murphy holds his ground at second base. So Pride retired. 2 down. The batter will be Eric Ibar. Struck out swinging in the first. Was grazed by a pitch in the third. So 2 outs. Runner at second base. Murphy, a good-sized lead. The pitch to Ibar. Swing and a miss over a splitter. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. Angels batting in the ninth, trailing Kansas City 8-3. Now Bass set. The 0-1. Instead, he whirls and looks the runner, Murphy, back towards second base. And Olenberger with over 90 pitches thrown, but I'm sure manager Brian Harper and pitching coach Charles Nagy would like to see him get through 5 innings. The 0-1 pitch, Ibar swings and misses over what looked like another splitter, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. 6-4 Salt Lake here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Game 1 of a 4-game series between the 2 division leaders in the Pacific Conference. The 0-2 to Ibar, swinging a ground ball, right side, scooped up by Chris Carter. The underhand toss to the pitcher. Bass covering is in time to retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on the base paths. As we go to the 5th, it's the Bees 6 and Tucson 4 on ESPN 1230.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who was in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
You already know that R.C. Willey is the place to shop for quality home furnishings, but you may not know that R.C. Willey also works hard to provide solutions for you in your home. With same-day delivery, there's no need to wait. R.C. Willey's professional sales associates will answer your questions and help you find exactly what you need. In-store financing means you deal directly with us. By providing an incredible selection of merchandise, it's easy to find your individual taste and style. Find your solutions today at R.C. Willey. One place, so many possibilities.
We head to the 5th inning. The Bees 6, Tucson 4. Casey Ohlenberger out to start the 5th with Brian Barnett, Miguel Montero, and Robbie Hammock due up. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the Tucson batting order. First pitch swinging. Barton hits one in the air to right, but Jason Espedo is there. Back a couple of steps. He makes the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 5th. Brings up Miguel Montero 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, including a 2-run base hit in the first inning. Our 5th inning, middle of the game reset of the Bees defensive alignment. Curtis Pride in left, Tommy Murphy in center, Jason Espedo in right, Corey Myers at third, Eric Ibar at short, Casey Smith at second, and Dallas McPherson at first. A battery of Casey Ohlenberger pitching and Jeff Mathis catching. First pitch to Montero, a curveball inside and high, ball 1. Chris Buchek ended up working an inning in the 2/3 scoreless tonight in the Angels' 8-3 loss at Kansas City. The 1-0 pitch on the way, and Montero skies it into left center field. Tommy Murphy, the center fielder, camped underneath it after a few steps to his right. 3 pitches, 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Brings up Robbie Hammock, who's 0 for 2. Bounced into an inning-ending fielder's choice his last time up. As the Angels fall for a second straight night at Kansas City, they had positioned themselves to win a half game of the division lead. They don't lose any ground, however, as Oakland gets beat by Detroit, but Texas is leading Chicago 5-3 in the 7th. There's a first pitch fastball to Hammock, strike 1. Cologne gave up 3 runs, Brendan Donnelly 4. Hammock swings, and he pops it up. Left side of the infield, who's going to take charge? It's Corey Myers, the third baseman, and for the first time tonight, Casey Ohlenberger works a 1-2-3 inning. Brought to you by Keith Barton and Associates. It's just that easy. Halfway through the scheduled 9-rounder, it's the Bees 6 and Tucson 4 on ESPN 1230.
Attention motorcycle and ATV riders. Dreaming of a new Yamaha motorcycle or ATV? Well, stop dreaming and start heading to Plaza Cycle for the huge Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. Because right now, you can get payments as low as $89 a month for 24 months with 0 down on a huge selection of new Yamaha motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. You heard right. Payments as low as $89 a month plus 0 down for 2 full years on a new Yamaha. So visit Plaza Cycle today for the huge Get Out and Ride sales event because an offer this good won't last. Plaza Cycle at 1379 West, 3300 South in the heart of Salt Lake Valley. Plaza Cycle, walk in, try it out. On the Yamaha card, subject to credit approval through 8/31/06 on select new Yamaha motorcycles, excluding FJR models, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. As low as $89 monthly payment for 24 months at 8.9% APR for amounts financed up to $10,000 discount kept term. Thereafter, the standard rate of 12.99% and 22.99% APR applies. Default rate 24.99%. Minimum finance charge $1. See dealer for ATV age restrictions. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. Call 1-800-887-2887.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
Come on, what do you want? Well, I don't know what I want for breakfast because I can't think before I have breakfast. But how do I decide what I want for breakfast if I can't think until I get breakfast?
You'll have a number one with a large coffee.
Snap out of it with the delicious bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle sandwich from McDonald's. And if you need more help in the morning, visit McMornings.com.
Like you read my mind. It's a pretty short book.
At participating McDonald's.
All right, we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. B6, Tucson 4, Dallas McPherson to lead things off. First pitch on the way from Adam Bass, and Dallas swings and misses at a curveball, strike one. McPherson walked and scored in the second, reached on a fielder's choice, drove in a run, and scored in the third. Jeff Haverlow is up in the Salt Lake bullpen. 0-1 fastball, a strike. A fastball in the inside corner at the knees. And the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss at a splitter. He struck him out on 3 pitches. Strikeout number 6 for Adam Bass in the ball game. So 1 down. That'll bring up Mike Elward, who's had a tough night so far. He's been up twice, and he has struck out twice. At AAA, 6 strikeouts equals Bass's season high. Then in his AAA debut against Albuquerque on May 23rd. Pitch low and outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Mike. 1 out, bases empty here in the bottom of the 5th. 6-4 B's. The pitch. Elward takes off speed and over on the inside corner above the knees. And the count's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield shaded towards right for Elward. The pitch. Swing, a little looper out towards second. Coming on and making the basket catch. Juggling but hanging on is Matt Erickson. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Jeff Mathis, who put the Bees out in front with a tie-breaking 2-run triple in the 3rd inning. Bottom of the 2nd inning at Fresno, the Grizzlies lead Tacoma 3-1. Portland leads at Las Vegas 1-0 in the 2nd. Here it's 6-4 Salt Lake in the bottom of the 5th. 2 outs and the bases empty. First pitch to Mathis. A fastball high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Outfield deep and around towards left for Jeff. The pitch. Swinging and a foul back into the screen. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jeff Mathis with that 5-game hitting streak now after the triple is 2nd of the year. The 1-1 pitch. Mathis swings and fouls it back over the roof out of play. And the count on Jeff is 1-2. And Bass working into the 5th. Came into this game 3-0 at home and 3-0 on the road. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big right-hander. 6'6", 215. Now the wind and the 1-2. Mathis takes upstairs, ball 2. 2-2 the count. Again, tomorrow night, a big fireworks show. The box office opens at noon. There's a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that retires the side. A season high, at least at AAA. 7 strikeouts for Adam Bass. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. As we move to the 6th, it's the B6, Tucson 4 on ESPN 1230.
Mountains West Ranches Recreational Properties has beautiful recreational and cabin properties conveniently located by Starvation Reservoir. They offer 5, 10, 20, 40, and 80-acre or larger parcels at reasonable pricing with guaranteed access and simple, easy owner, low-down, low-monthly financing. There's an abundance of wildlife, including deer and elk, that roam the property year-round. There are endless ATV trails, snowmobiling, hiking, boating, camping, fishing, horseback riding, spectacular views, and so much more. But most of all, you'll escape the rat race of the city and enjoy sheer peace, quiet, rest, and relaxation. Call us to schedule your appointment, 1-877-894-5658, or check our website at mwranches.com. Mountains West Ranches, where the air is clean, the skies are blue, the water is clear, and the magnificent views are waiting there for you to enjoy.
My fellow pirates, it's time. What are you talking about? He's always making me big promises. McDonald's makes it easy for you to find fortune. Just check out Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Man's Chest now in theaters. Then get a Big Mac sandwich, peel the tab, find the code, and you could win great riches like a new Volvo. It's easy to win. I'm Bucket.
No purchase necessary. Open to legal residents of the U.S., Puerto Rico, and Canada. 13 or older. Game ends 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:31:06. So while distribution supplies last. Car game ends 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:31:06. See official rules inside participating McDonald's or at playatmcd.com for complete details. Void where prohibited.
We head to the sixth inning, and the new pitcher comes on for the Bees. Right-hander Jeff Haverlow is on for his 12th appearance of the year, his 6th out of the bullpen for the Bees. In 39 innings, he's given up 38 hits, 30 runs, 24 of them earned. He has struck out 23 and walked 28. He's 2-4 with a 5.54 earned run average. The PCL batting .264 against right-hander Jeff Haverlow. His only appearance against Tucson a start. Gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, and no decision in that start. First pitch to John Weber is lifted in the air towards left. Curtis Pride running towards the corner, now coming in a step, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up Matt Erickson, who's 0 for 1. With a walk and a run scored. Casey Olenberger bulldogged his way through 5 innings. Gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, of which only 2 were earned. Walked 5, struck out 3. Threw a wild pitch and surrendered a home run, but leaves with a 6-4 lead and turns it over to the bullpen. Matt Erickson awaits the first pitch, and Haverlow delivers low, ball 1. Last time up, Erickson hit a sharp chopper up the middle that was headed to center field, but deflected by Casey Olenberger to the second baseman Smith, who threw him out. 1-0 delivery to Erickson, down the middle at the knees, a strike, and it's 1-1. Time now for our 6th inning update of the Abra scoreboard. Iowa did indeed sweep a doubleheader for Memphis and won by identical 3-1 scores in the 2 games. The 1-1 pitch, Erickson takes a breaking ball just inside 2-1. At Omaha, the Royals rally with 4 runs in the 7th to beat Round Rock 4-3, despite 2 express home runs by former Stinger Brian Gordon. 2-1 the count on Erickson as Haverlow deals. Fastball inside at the knees, ball 3. They're in the 8th inning at New Orleans. The Zephyrs crushing Albuquerque 12-2. 3 balls, 1 strike. Haverlow's pitch. Line into center field, a base hit. Hit number 5 for the Sidewinders, the first of the ball game. Off of Haverlow, 1 on, 1 out to the top of the order, and Alberto Callaspo's 1 for 3. Tripled in a run in the 2nd inning. Nashville at Oklahoma scoreless in the 1st. They may have had a lengthy rain delay. Colorado Springs at Sacramento, 2-0 River Cats in the 3rd on solo homers by Scott McLean and Andrew Beatty. Portland leads at Las Vegas 1-0 in the 3rd, and in the 3rd, Fresno leads Tacoma 3-1. First pitch to Callaspo, a fastball down the middle is strike, and it's 0-1. The American League, 2 games still going on in Chicago. Texas leads the White Sox 6-3. Chicago in danger of their third straight loss in falling 6.5 behind the Tigers. There's a breaking ball into the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, Mathis, and that evens the count at 1-1. Fourth inning at Seattle. The Red Sox lead the Mariners 4-0. The former Buzzman, Big Papi, David Ortiz, with his 33rd home run of the year for the Red Sox in that one. Haverlow ready from the belt. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fastball inside, 2-1 the count. Minnesota wallop Cleveland at Jacobs Field, 14-6. The Twins with an 8-run fourth inning at Detroit. The Tigers downed Oakland 7-4. In Toronto, the Blue Jays whipped the Yankees 7-3. Throw to first base and diving back in safely was Erickson. Alex Rodriguez hits his 450th home run, the youngest player ever to hit 450 home runs at under 31 years of age. Tampa Bay doubled up Baltimore 14-7. Now the 2-1 pitch to Callaspo. Outside at the knees, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Kansas City beat the Angels 8-3. Ruben Elvis Hernandez over Bartolo Colon. Again, Colon only gave up 3 runs. Or 3 earned runs, rather. 4 runs altogether. Brendan Donnelly gave up the other 4. Haverlow ready. The 3-1 pitch to Callaspo. Erickson holds it first. It's grounded through the right side and into right field, a base hit. Erickson stops at second base, and here come the Sidewinders. Runners at first and second base, and only 1 out as again Haverlow fell behind 3-1 on each of the first 2 batters. And the hitter's able to come up with base hits right afterwards. That'll bring up Chris Young, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. After a lengthy rain delay in Cincinnati, they're underway. The Brewers over the Reds 2-0 after 3. Fourth inning at Phoenix, Arizona 5, Colorado 0. Giants 4 runs in the first, lead the Padres 4-0 in the third. At the end of 1, the Cardinals and the Dodgers are 0-0 in Los Angeles. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Haverlow in a jam in his first inning of work. The pitch to Young. Swinging a ground foul off the fencing in front of the third base dugout. Strike 1. Phillies head the Braves 6-5. Washington rallied with 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to beat the Cubs 7-6. The Mets shut out Houston 7-0. The Florida Marlins down the Pirates 4-1. Now the 1-strike pitch to Young. Low and outside. A breaking ball backhanded by the catcher Mathis, and the count's even at 1-1. Again, it's been a little bit of a struggle for Haverlow over the last 2 times out. Gave up 1 run on 1 hit in 1 inning in his last appearance 2 nights ago in Fresno. Now the 1-1 pitch to Young. Swung on and ripped down the left field line, but hooking foul into the seats beyond the Tucson bullpen, and the count's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Chris Young. B6, Tucson 4. Erickson on at second base. Callaspo the tying run at first. 1-2 the count on Young. Haverlow ready. Checks the runner Erickson at second base and comes home. Tried to hold up on a breaking ball around. He went around, says first base umpire Garrett Watson for the strikeout. First for Haverlow in the game. Strikeout number 4 for B's pitching. So 2 down here in the 6th. Brings up the dangerous Scott Hairston. Walked and scored in the first. Popped to short of the second. Struck out swinging in the 4th. I mentioned earlier that I thought when he hurt himself crashing into a wall, it was at Philadelphia. Well, I had the wrong city, but the right state. It happened at Pittsburgh. So 2 on, 2 out here in the 6th. Hits are now even at 6 apiece. The Bees so far have committed the only error. Now the pitch. Strike at the knees, 0-1. They now lead the league with 102 errors. Omaha stays at 101 as they did not commit a miscue in their 4-3 win over Round Rock. 1 strike the count of the right-hand batter. The outfield around towards left, playing in the pull. The infield back with 2 outs. The 0-1. Into the dirt. Good stop by Mathis, sliding quickly across to his right. He got a great, you talk about an outfielder getting a great jump. On a fly ball, Mathis saw that one as an errant pitch very early and quickly moved to his right. One ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the right-hander ready. Haverlow's pitch to Hairston. Her ball just missed outside, 2-1. Seems like most of the night, home plate umpire Travis Reininger has been giving pitchers a little bit of an extended inside corner, but nothing on the outside corner. The 2-1 pitch to Hairston. Low and outside, ball 3. 3-1 the count with Chris Carter due next. Carter 1 for 2 with a home run against Haverlow this year. So there's danger here. And a good hitter's count at 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Erickson the lead at second. Cayaspo at first. The pitch. Low and away. He walked him, and the bases are loaded. First walk issued by Haverlow. The 6th given out by Bees pitching in the ball game. And now here's Chris Carter. 0 for 3 in the game, but again 1 for 2 against Haverlow this year with a home run. On the year, Carter batting .278. This is already his 19th at bat with the bases loaded this year. So the bases loaded. That pushes the tying run into scoring position. Haverlow's first pitch to the left-hand hitting Carter. Ripped, and it is a fair ball just inside the line. Rolling into the corner, it hits the chair and doesn't make it to the corner. Erickson scores, Cayaspo scores, here comes Hairston. It's a 3-run double for Chris Carter, aided by a bullpen chair, and it's 7-6 Tucson. That ball landed about a foot inside the line, angled towards the bullpen. It hit a chair and stopped, and that made it much more difficult for Jason Espedo to get to the ball. So the Sidewinders now have the lead on the 3-run double by Carter. So Haverlow's struggles continue, and the batter will be Brian Barden, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. So now the seesaw battle tips towards Tucson. The pitch to Barton. Her ball low, ball 1. So the Sidewinders now have battled back. The pitch. Her ball low again, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Now Haverlow set. The 2-0. Ground ball back to third. That's fair inside the bag and down the left field line. Carter in to score, and on to second base is Brian Barden with an RBI double. And now Tucson leads it 8-6. 4 runs off Jeff Haverlow here in the 6th, and now Charles Nagy, the pitching coach, goes to the mound. Two outs. All the runs have scored after the second out. The batter will be Miguel Montero. All he's done tonight has gone 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. So once again, the Bees' bats are going to have to come around. Casey Ohlenberger now destined to wind up with a no decision. A 4 spot here in the 6th for the high-scoring, high-flying Tucson Sidewinders. Haverlow's pitch to Montero. Swinging a tap foul to the right of home plate. Strike one. No balls, one strike. And the Sidewinders swept the Bees the last time they faced each other back in early June. The pitch, high for a ball, 1-1, so they're actually trying for their 6th straight win against the Bees, as they won the last game of a series on April the 21st. Here, 7-6 for their only win in that series. The 1-1 up, but a strike called in the letters 1 and 2. So Tucson trying for its 6th straight win against Salt Lake. Again, in the month of July, only 2 starting pitchers have been able to pick up wins for the Bees, Saunders and then Rauenhorst. The pitch, rip foul. Down the right field line, skipping out of the bullpen and up into the crowd. Still a long way to go, though, in this one. We're only in the top of the 6th inning. 8-6 Tucson. Barton at second base, 2 out. Now Haverlow steps out. Now the right-hander ready to glance towards second at Barton. The pitch. Swinging another ground foul up the first base side, and it's still 1 and 2. And Haverlow struggling in this outing. He'd given up 7 runs, 4 of them earned on 7 hits in his last 5 relief appearances, totaling 10 in the 3rd innings. Again, control the problem in that he has walked 8 and struck out 3 in those previous 5. Only 1 walk this inning, but he fell behind in just about everybody else. The 1-2 pitch to Montero is lined towards right center field. Murphy coming on, has to play it on a hop. Barton being waved on in. The throw cut off. It's an RBI single for Montero, his 3rd hit and his 3rd run batted in, and now it's 9-6 Tucson. Now here's Robbie Hammock, who's 0 for 3, popped up to 3rd his last time up. So a 5-run 6th has put Tucson out in front by 3. A lead that they once had earlier in this game at 3-0. So activity now in the Bees bullpen, which is a little short-handed right now with Buchek being called up. There's a breaking ball strike 0-1. Not particularly a malady, though, that the Angels are all that concerned about, as Matt Wilhite starts to throw in the bullpen. He worked 1 inning last night, as the Sidewinders have batted around here in the 6th inning. The pitch, line towards right, but coming on, Espedo is there, and he'll make the catch to mercifully end the inning. 5-run score, though, on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, it's now Tucson 9, the Bees 6 on ESPN 1230.
Paulie Colosimo here.
Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy. So we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick broths, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedo.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage. The sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
Somebody must have been in an accident that wasn't their fault. But Keith Barton just hit that one out of the park.
I'm Keith Barton, and I know when you've been injured in an accident, you need an attorney that will go to bat for you and get you the money you deserve. You need the money quick because you have bills to pay. So the next time you're in an accident, you know what to do. Call in the big hitter. That's me, Keith Barton. It's just that easy to pick up the phone and call us at our new number, 801-IT'S-EASY.
All right, we go to the bottom of the sixth inning, and the Bees once again have to try to play catch-up baseball. It'll be Jason Espino, Corey Myers, and Casey Smith. They've been down 3, up 2, up 1, up 2, and now they're down 3 again. So here's Jason Espino, a 2-run home run in the second that got the Bees on the board. He flied out to center field in the third. Adam Bass's pitch, low and outside, a ball 1-0. Wasn't that long ago, Bass might have been concerned about the possibility of being stuck with his first loss. Now he has a lead to work with. The 1-0 pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball foul at the first base side. And the count's even at 1-1. He also comes into this inning having retired his last 5 batters. One ball, 1 strike, the count on Espino. The pitch into the dirt, hits in front of home plate. 2-1 the count to the left-handed batter. Two and 1 the count. The pitch. Espino grounds one foul up the first base side. 2-2 the count on Jason. Corey Myers and Casey Smith to follow. 9-6 Tucson. They've out-hit the Bees 9-6. Now the 2-2 delivery. Swinging a shot on 2 hops to second, gobbled up by Matt Erickson, who sets and throws to first for the out. 1 away here in the Salt Lake Six. That'll bring up Corey Myers, who's 1 for 2. Singled and fouled out in 2 plate appearances. Again tomorrow, Steven Shell, a right-hander at 3-4, goes against right-hander Edgar Gonzalez, 2-4. First pitch on the way. Curveball strike at the knees, 0-1. We understand now that tomorrow night, a 7 o'clock game, the first 1,500 youngsters receive a 12 and under receive a Bees batting helmet courtesy of Zions Bank. Pitch low and inside the ball, 1-1. The gates will open at 5 o'clock. And I believe is what I heard. So get here early. Get yourself a spot if you have berm seating and enjoy a ball game and fireworks as Myers takes a curveball low, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to the right-handed batter. Now the pitch on the way to Myers. Strike in at the knees, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. San Diego Padres plucked a couple of Beavers away from their roster. The 2-2 pitch, Myers swings and grounds one fair off the third base side and off the glove of Barton down into the bullpen. Rounding first and heading for second is Corey Myers as the ball gets trapped underneath a tarp down there. So it'll be a double for Corey Myers, his second hit of the ball game and his 5th 2-bagger of the year. Hit a chopper up the third base side. It just eluded Brian Barton, went off the end of his glove and down into the bullpen. So now here's Casey Smith, who doubled and scored at the 4th, extending his hitting streak to 11 games, and that will get some activity started in the Tucson bullpen. Justin Leone and Termel Sledge go to San Diego. Padres option a pair of pitchers, Mike Thompson and Brian Sweeney, back to Portland. Runner at second base, 1 out. The pitch to Casey Smith is grounded toward short. Charging Cayaspo looks the runner back to second and throws to first for the out. So 2 down as Casey goes after the first pitch. Here's Tommy Murphy. Murphy 2 for 3 with a double and a run batted in and a run scored. For Tucson, left-hander Doug Slayton is throwing in the bullpen. Double by Myers. The 5th extra base hit out of 7 knocks for the Bees in this game. Runner at second base, 2 out. He's trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Bass ready, the pitch. Fastball high, ball one. First time the Tucson franchise has been in the lead this late since they became a Diamondbacks affiliate in 1998. 1-0 the count on Murphy as Bass deals. Swing and a miss over a splitter, and the count's even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good size lead at second by Myers with 2 out. Now the 1-1 pitch to Murphy. Fastball strike on the outside corner at the knees, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sidewinders 28-20 on the road coming into this game. Now the 1-2. Murphy swings and fouls it back. Best road record in the league by a half game over Round Rock, which is 29-22 on the road. Tucson 28-20. Round Rock, though, losing on the road tonight at Omaha 4-3. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Murphy. Bass deals. Swinging a slow roller up the third base side. Hits the bag and bounces over the third baseman Martin into left field. In to score is Myers. Murphy to second base with a double. And it's now Tucson 9 and the Bees 7. A slow roller. Barton came over, was behind the bag to field it, but it hit third base. Bounced over his shoulder, and it was that bounce over his shoulder that allowed Myers to score, and it also allowed Murphy to take second on a double. So the Bees' last 4 hits have been doubles, and it's now Tucson 9, Salt Lake 7. And now Curtis Pride stands in, representing the potential tying run. So runner at second base, 2 out. The pitch to Curtis. Swung on and driven to deep center field. Young going back. It's up there, and it's gone! Off the right side of the batter's eye in center field. A 2-run home run for Curtis Pride. And this game, once again, is all tied up at 9-9. Oh, did Curtis put a charge into that one? As he jumped all over the first pitch from Adam Bass, and that's going to be all. They had a lefty in the bullpen, although I don't know if Slayton had been out there long enough. Curtis' 7th home run of the year, his 38th and 39th runs batted in. So 9 hits for the Bees, 7 of them of the extra base variety, and that's going to be all for Adam Bass. As the lefty Doug Slayton comes on, we'll tell you all about him after this. 1-minute timeout for a pitching change on ESPN 1230.
Zions Bank has absolutely free checking. This means it's absolutely free of hidden fees. Our absolutely free checking comes with absolutely free unlimited check writing and absolutely free online banking and bill pay. All this along with a Visa credit card, an absolutely free Visa debit card, and enrollment in Zions Cash Rewards. We appreciate you, so we want to absolutely free you from hassle with all our absolutely free branches and ATMs available throughout both Utah and Idaho. After all, when all is said and done, the best things in life are, well, family, love, and sharing. Because although our absolutely free checking is absolutely fantastic, hopefully it's not absolutely the best thing in your life.
Hi, I'm Tom Green, branch manager at the Zions Bank Freeway office. Right now, when you open a free checking account, we'll give you an absolutely free box of checks.
Zions Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply. See branch for details. Credit approval required to obtain Visa credit card.
Left-hander Doug Slayton comes on for just the second time since his promotion from AA Tennessee. His previous outing, he worked an inning and a third, no hits, no runs. He struck out 2 and did not walk anybody. That came against Portland on the 19th of July, 2 nights ago. He was outstanding at AA Tennessee, 40 appearances, 2-3 record with a stellar 1.88 earned run average. The Southern League saw him successfully close 2 of 3 save opportunities. There's a liner on the first pitch by Ibar, but right at the second baseman Erickson after Erickson took one step to his right. 3-run score, though, on 3 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. After 6 complete innings of play, it's all tied up again. The Bees 9 and Tucson 9 on ESPN 1230.
Somebody must have been in an accident that wasn't their fault. Keith Barton just hit that one out of the park.
I'm Keith Barton, and I know when you've been injured in an accident, you need an attorney that will go to bat for you and get you the money you deserve. You need the money quick because you have bills to pay. So the next time you're in an accident, you know what to do. Call in the big hitter. That's me, Keith Barton. It's just that easy to pick up the phone and call us at our new number, 801-IT'S-EASY.
For more than 25 years, there's been a guy you've trusted, a guy you've known, Larry H. Miller. Since 1979, when Larry H. Miller opened his first automotive dealership, he's had one primary goal in mind, to make our communities grow stronger and better by offering the very best in quality, service, selection, and price. And since that day, nearly 3 decades ago, you've been there to help the Larry H. Miller dealerships become one of the largest and most respected dealership groups in the entire country. And for that, we say thank you. Today, you can choose to shop at more than a dozen of our automotive dealerships along the Wasatch Front, almost all of which feature dealership service centers on site. We also have 3 state-of-the-art collision repair facilities to serve you. We know that we could not continue to grow our business without yours. So when it comes to your next car, there's a guy you know who cares about values, honor, integrity, and trust. Larry H. Miller. After all, you know this guy.
Well, we go to the 7th inning, all tied up in what is a Sergeant Schultz game. For those of you who are Hogan's Heroes aficionados, it's 9-9. As we go to the 7th inning, it'll be John Weber, Matt Erickson, and Alberto Callaspo, the same 3 that started off the last inning as the Sidewinders batted around. The new pitcher, though, right-hander Matt Wilhite. Weber 1 for 3 with a home run. The sidearmer delivers a fastball low, ball 1. For Matt, this will be his 36th appearance of the year. In 55 1/3 innings, he's given up 50 hits, 23 runs, 21 of them earned. He has struck out 22 and walked 15. Swung on by Weber, line to center field. Murphy in, stops and makes the shoulder-high catch for out number 1. Weber retired. That'll bring up Matt Erickson, who singled to center field to start that 5-run rally in the 6th. Wilhite 4-2 with a 3.42 earned run average. The PCL batting .245 against Wilhite, who worked a scoreless 8th inning last night, retiring the Grizzlies in order 1-2-3. Erickson 1 for 2 with a couple of runs scored. The pitch, fastball strike on the inside corner at the bell, 0-1. Time now for the Zions Bank 7th inning game summary. We'll have it for you after Wilhite delivers the 0-1 to Erickson. Swinging a ground ball, right side, bobbled by McPherson. Gloves it, underhand toss over the head of the pitcher, Wilhite. McPherson rushing after bobbling the ball. He had plenty of time, but his underhand lead toss was high, and Wilhite was unable to bring it in. So the error on the throw by McPherson, the Bees' 2nd error of the game. They lead the league now with 103. So now the go-ahead run at first base with 1 out, and the batter will be Alberto Callaspo's 2 for 3. Again, both runs in the 1st inning for Tucson were unearned. 9 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Sidewinders. 9 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors for the Bees. Pitch to Callaspo, breaking ball low, ball 1. Tucson 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, and 5 in the 6th. The Bees 2 in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, and 3 in the 6th. Snap throw to first, and Erickson dives back in safely. So instead of 2 outs and nobody out, a runner at first, 1 out. For the Sidewinders, the 1-0 to Callaspo. Sidearm fastball in at the knees, a strike, 1-1. Fresno in the 4th, leading Tacoma 5-1. A 3-run double for Jason Ellison, extending the Grizzlies' lead. Now the 1-1 pitch to Cayaspo. Fastball, strike, snap, throw to first. Close. They just missed getting him. It looked like Garrett Watson was ready to ring him up, but all of a sudden went palms down. Wow. So now the count, 2 balls and a strike on Cayaspo. Chris Young, the center fielder, due next. Will Height, no decisions in 6 appearances against the Sidewinders. Tucson batting .231 against him. Now the 1-2 pitch. Low for a ball, 2-2. Will Height's given up 2 runs on 6 hits in 7 innings against Tucson. Runner at first base on the error with 1 out. Cayaspo at the plate. 2 for 5 with a double against Will Height. Sidearm breaking ball inside as Cayaspo jackknifes to get out of the way, and now the count is full at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Erickson ready at first base with a big lead. Does not go, and the pitch is flat toward short. Ibar charges gloves, throws to second one. Back to first. Double play! By not sending the runner, that took Tucson out of the opportunity to break up the double play. Nicely turned, 6-4-3. No runs, no hits, 1 error, nobody left on base. 7th inning stretch time, brought to you by America First Credit Union with the score. The Bees 9, Tucson 9 on ESPN 1230.
Celebrate Pioneer Day for the entire weekend with the Salt Lake Bees. Saturday, July 22nd, check out the leading play on the field and stay afterward for a fantastic fireworks show presented by Prestige Financial. The first 1,500 kids receive batting helmets. On Monday, join the crowd for the 24th of July celebration with another gigantic fireworks show presented by Larry H. Miller Ford. The first 1,500 fans to this game get a free Mickey Mantle Cooperstown photo. Get tickets now to these great games at 325C or go to slbees.com. The Salt Lake Bees. Classic baseball is back.
Hershey's presents the Soul to Soul 2 Tour, starring Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. It's been 6 long years. Now the wait is over. By overwhelming demand, a second show added. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill in the round. A combined over 60 million records sold and 35 #1 singles. Electrifying performances by Tim and Faith in the concert event of the year. 2 superstars, 1 stage. A night you'll never forget. Tickets are on sale now at the Delta Center box office, Ticketmaster. Charge by phone or get them at Ticketmaster.com. Saturday night, August 5th at Delta Center. Don't miss Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Presented by Hershey. Produced by AEG Live and Outback Concerts.
Right bottom of the 7th inning in a tie game at 9-9. Dallas McPherson, Mike Elward, and Jeff Mathis, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up in the Bees batting order to face the young lefty Doug Slayton. First pitch breaking ball high, ball 1. Slayton 6'5", 200 pounds, making just his 2nd career AAA appearance. Now the left-hander ready. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. A wild game. Tucson's let a couple of 3 runs lead get away. The Bees have had a couple of 2 runs lead escape. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Curveball just a little bit low, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Doug Slayton, the left-hander, ready. The pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. McPherson, Elward, and Mathis, the scheduled hitters here in the 7th inning. The pitch, Fastball high, 3-2. So far in this game, the Bees have either gone up and down, 3 up, 3 down, or they've scored. Three balls, 2 strikes. Slayton's pitch. Swing at a fastball to foul back. So we'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Slayton, a 17th round pick in the year 2000. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch again. Rip foul, hooking into the crowd down the first base side. Hopefully everybody's all right. The count remains 3-2. Slayton converted to the bullpen in 2004. Three balls, 2 strikes again. The pitch. Fastball fouled back again. Strength against strength. Slayton the heater against McPherson, and Dallas has fouled off a couple of pitches into the screen. Last year, Slayton tops in the Southern League, third in the Southern League rather, with a ratio of 10.57 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. Swing and a miss to the fastball there. He struck him out. 1 down here in the 7th. The first strikeout here for Slayton. That is his 8th, or excuse me, it is the Sidewinders' 8th of the night. So here's Mike Elward, who has struck out twice and popped to second base. Slayton is not, he is the pitcher of record right now. His last loss was on May the 14th with AA Tennessee. 26-year-old left-hander out of Venice, California delivers, and it's high and outside, ball 1. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Bees with a 3-run bottom of the 6th have tied this game up at 9-9. Now Slayton sets the 1-0. Change up is high, ball 2. 2-0 the count on Elward. In the 8th, Tucson will have their 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up. 2 balls, no strikes. The lefty deals. Elward slices one foul down the right field line into the upper deck, and the count's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Over in Fresno, Grizzlies and Tacoma still in the bottom of the 4th. It's now Fresno 7, Tacoma 1, as Elward takes ball 3 low. And a long way to go in that game, but the Bees with a win here could possibly extend their lead back up to 5 games. Now the 3-1 pitch, Elward rips one foul just outside the bag at third. And now the count's 3-2. Last time the Bees had as large as a 5-game lead was back on the 24th of June after a 10-inning 3-2 win over Sacramento. But again, they have to be able to take this game first. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Swinging a ground foul back into the left of home plate. Portland leading at Las Vegas 3-0 in the 4th. Three balls, 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Doug Slayton. 2 out, nobody on for Jeff Mathis, who's 1 for 3 with a 2-run triple. There is activity now. A right-hander up in the Tucson bullpen. Casey Daigle. So 2 outs, nobody on base here for the Bees in the 7th inning. Slayton's pitch down low, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Mathis. 5 games still going on in the major leagues this late. 1-0 pitch grounded up the middle, past second base and through into center field. Jeff Mathis has his second hit of the night. The Bees have a runner at first with 2 outs. Brings up Jason Espedo. 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run back in the 2nd inning. In the American League, Boston leads at Seattle 8-2 in the 5th. As pitching coach Mike Parrott makes his way out to the Tucson mound in the National League after a lengthy rain delay kept the game from starting. Milwaukee now leads at Cincinnati 5-1 in the fifth. Bottom of the fifth at Phoenix, Arizona leading Colorado 5-1. Bottom of the fourth at San Francisco, the Giants 7 and the Padres nothing. In the fourth at Los Angeles, the Cardinals lead the Dodgers 1-0 on Chris Duncan's fifth home run of the year. Duncan's bounced back and forth between St. Louis and Memphis. These visit AutoZone Park for a 4-game series starting Tuesday. So 2 outs, a runner at first base. Lefty against lefty here as Slayton tosses to first, sending Mathis back. Two outs. Don't think Mathis will be going. He's just 1 out of 2 in the stolen base department. The pitch. Espedo takes a strike on the inside corner at the belt, 0-1. Espedo doesn't have a lot of at-bats this year against left-handed pitching. But when he has, he's been successful. 5 for 9, a .556 average. The toss to first, and the runner is back. And 3 of his 5 hits have been for extra bases, 1 of each variety, a double, a triple, and a home run. No balls, 1 strike to count on Espedo. The pitch. Jason takes a slider outside at the knees, a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Second baseman Erickson playing with his heels back on the right field grass. The 1-1. Fastball high, ball 2. 2-1 the count on Espedo with Corey Myers due next. Two balls, 1 strike. Espedo ahead of the count. Al Slayton with again a toss to first, and Mathis is back. Two balls, 1 strike. Outfield deep, trying to prevent a ball to get through in the gap. Here's a swing and a ground ball to short. Off the glove of Callaspo into center field. Mathis takes the turn at second and advances to third. That ball looked like it went off the end of his bat. May have had a little extra English on it, but Callaspo was there to make the play, and he didn't make it. And it went off the heel of his glove, deflecting into center field. So the error on Callaspo, the first charge to Tucson in the ball game, and that's going to be all for the lefty Slayton. They want to bring in the right-hander Daigle to face right-handed hitting Corey Myers. So we'll come back and give you the numbers on Daigle right after this 1-minute timeout for a pitching change on ESPN 1230.
Next. Hi, I'd like 3 pounds of fresh salmon, and can you cut me a couple of T-bone steaks about 2 inches thick?
Yes, ma'am. Say, anyone ever tell you you look like Patricia Heaton?
Oh, thank you. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Hey, can we marinate your steaks while you shop and suggest a recipe for the salmon?
Ooh, you had me at marinade. Thanks.
Oh, now I know who you are.
Hi, I'm...
the driver of my kid's school bus.
That's me.
Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Oh, hi, Miss Heaton. Need help selecting produce?
Do you have any good cooking ideas for mushrooms and tomatoes?
How about pan-seared portobellos and roasted romas?
That sounds good.
Of course, you could saute shiitakes and terrine tomatoes, or braise the buttons and bake some beefsteaks.
No more calls. We have a winner. You know your stuff.
I try. We do carry over 300 different kinds of fruits and vegetables.
You've been very helpful. How are you with auditions?
For quality and selection, Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Right-hander Casey Daigle comes on. Daigle making his 26th appearance, all in relief for the Sidewinders. In 29 innings, he's given up 32 hits, 17 runs, 13 of them earned. He has struck out 20 and walked 11. He has won 2 and lost 2 with 2 saves and a 4.03 earned run average. PCL batting .281 against Daigle, who's not exactly fared well against the Bees this year. He's given up 5 runs on 7 hits in 2 2/3 innings. No decisions An ERA of just under 17. So Casey Daigle, 6'5", 248. The crowd knew Papa. He and his wife, the former University of Arizona fast pitch star, Jenny Finch, proud parents recently. So here's Casey Daigle now, facing former teammate Corey Myers. Myers has a single in 2 at-bats against Daigle this year. The go-ahead run at third, another runner at first with 2 outs. Daigle ready, and the first pitch to Myers. Low and outside, ball 1. Corey 2 for 3 with a double. Can't close the books on Slayton's line, although we do know that if either runner that's on base scores, it'll be unearned. 1 ball, no strikes. The infield back, the outfield straight away. Maybe a step towards left. Myers check swing looper foul into the seats behind the first base dugout. 1-1 the count. That one goes foul. Last night, similar situation. The ball hit the meat of the bat and flared into right field for a hit. 1 ball, 1 strike on Corey. Daigle, the fake to third, the look towards first. Former Stingers pitcher Evan Thomas released today by St. Joseph of the Independent American Association. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Fastball up and in, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Bees 9, Tucson 9. We're at the bottom of the 7th. Now Daigle comes set. The 2-1. Swing and a miss to the breaking ball. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Young, Hairston, and Carter will be due up for Tucson in the top of the 8th inning. 2-2 the count on Corey, trying to put the Bees ahead with a 2-out hit. Daigle ready. The 2-2 to Myers. Fastball high as Montero climbs the stepladder to pull that one in. So now the count is full at 3-2. That means with 2 outs, Espedo at first will automatically be on the move with the pitch. Three balls, 2 strikes. Daigle throws from the far first base side of the pitching slab. Now the 3-2 pitch. There goes Espedo, swinging a ground ball foul just outside the bag at first and outside the reach of netman. So we'll do it again with a count on Myers at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Corey trying to bite the hand that once fed him. He's already doubled and scored in this game. Runners at first and third, 2 out, the 3-2. Swinging a ground ball towards short. Backhanded by Cayasco, the long throw. He had plenty of time to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners were left on the base path. We go to the 8th. It's the Bees 9, Tucson 9 on ESPN 1230.
Introducing Papa John's new sizzling fajita pizza with onions and peppers, a new Southwestern pizza sauce. Choose marinated steak or grilled chicken for only $11.99. A large sizzling fajita pizza, just $11.99. Call now or order online at papajohns.com. Play 100 sizzling days of summer at papajohns.com for a chance to win a Chrysler Crossfire. See store or website for details. Limited delivery area charges may apply.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Hi, evening news? It's the anchorman there. The guy who reads the 6 o'clock news. Yeah, he's a blonde guy. Well, I need him to mention that I'm looking for a home. Yep, a new home. Well, that way, anyone selling in the area can call me, and we can work out a viewing around my schedule. Yeah, and I'm only available Sunday between 2 and 4. You haven't mentioned that, would you? Thanks.
You don't need to make an announcement when you're looking for a home to buy. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage makes it easy to find open houses in a range of styles and prices, including new construction, giving you every advantage in finding a home. You can access information about our open houses on our website. And the more homes you view, the more likely you are to find the one that's absolutely perfect for you. If you're already searching for a home, thinking about buying, or just interested in the local real estate market, go to utahhomes.com today.
No, I'm holding for the Anchorman.
To find the open houses you want to see this weekend, visit utahhomes.com. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage is owned and operated by NRT Incorporated.
All right, we go to the 8th inning. Matt Wilhite getting set for his second inning of relief. Bees 9, Tucson 9. The Bees getting a couple of runners on base after 2 outs, but unable to convert in the bottom of the 7th inning. Chris Young to lead it off. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. He also scored a run after reaching base on a drop fly ball error in the first inning. So Young, Hairston, and Carter to face Matt Wilhite. Right-handed batter facing the tough side-arming slants of Matt Wilhite. Pitch on the way from the right-hander. Young shows bunt, takes a strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. In the 7th inning, Fresno now leading Tacoma 9-2. No balls, 1 strike, the pitch. Fastball inside at the knees, 1-1. Time now for a look ahead at what's on the road for the Bees, brought to you by Big O Tires. A reputation you can ride on. Big O Tires. Bees home for 3 more nights, including fireworks tomorrow night and Monday night. As part of the Pioneer Weekend, there's a swing and a foul back to the screen, 1-2. And then they hit the road for 8 beginning Tuesday through Friday at Memphis. All 4 games will start at 6:10 Mountain Time. Then it's on to Nashville for 5 o'clock starts Mountain Time on Saturday and Sunday, 6 o'clock on on Monday and Tuesday. Young swings at the slow tap to the left side. The third baseman Myers over. Bare hand pick up and throw to first for the out. That ball took a bad hop and Corey reached back, got it, and fired a strike to first. Fine play by Corey Myers for out number 1. That'll bring up Scott Hairston 0 for 2 with a pair of walks and a couple of runs scored. So, 1 out, bases empty, in the Bees half of the 8th. It'll be Casey Smith, Tommy Murphy, and Curtis Pride, the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up. 9-9 our score. The Bees about hit Tucson 10-9. Pitch on the way is low, ball 1. The Bees have also committed 2 errors. The Sidewinders 1. One ball, no strikes. Now Wilhite's pitch. Strike, a breaking ball, the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Hairston. Former Diamondbacks minor league player of the year in 2002. Hitting .345 that year, 3rd highest average in all of minor league baseball. Now the 1-1 to Hairston. Strike, get at the knees, a breaking ball, 1-2. And Hairston here on an injury rehab assignment from Arizona after getting a call-up. 2 for 4 at the time of his injury. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to the right-handed batter. Wilhite's pitch just missed outside at the knees, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield pretty much straight away for Hairston. Now Wilhite sets the 2-2. Swing and a miss and a big sweeping curveball. He struck him out. That's the first strikeout for Wilhite. Strikeout number 5 for Bees pitching in the ball game. Mathematically, it can't. Well, I guess it could happen tonight. But if the Bees pitching staff does combine to strike out 10 or more batters in a 9-inning game, Dow Solio Distributors and Kendall Oil will donate $125 to the Multiple Sclerosis Society of Utah. 2 outs for the left-hand hitting Chris Carter, with that big 3-run double in the 6th as the time put Tucson out in front. First pitch on the way, breaking ball, strike at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Carter 0 for 1 against Will Height this year, so he hasn't seen him very much compared to some of his teammates. The 0-1 offering sinks down low. A ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again tomorrow night, Steven Shell, 3 and 4 for the Bees. Edgar Gonzalez just back from the Diamondbacks, 2 and 4 for the Sidewinders. The 1-1 pitch. Carter swings and he misses at a breaking ball, and that one had him tied up in knots. 1-2 the count on Carter. Carter out of the batter's box momentarily to collect himself after an awkward swing that really did spin him around. Now the 1-2 pitch from Will Height. Up high, a ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No help or hindrance from the breeze right now as Old Glory hangs limp on the flagpole out in left field. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, the box office opens tomorrow at noon for you to pick up your tickets for the game tomorrow night. The 2-2 pitch, strike 3 call, a fastball on the outside corner to the knees, and that retires the side. Another Keith Barton and Associates 1-2-3 inning. It's just that easy. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Bees 9, Tucson 9 on ESPN 1230.
SOS Staffing Services is a proud sponsor of Bees baseball. Just like the Salt Lake Bees, SOS is Utah's hometown team. Based in Salt Lake City for over 32 years, SOS has 27 strategically placed Utah offices to draft Utah's top talent. SOS specializes in direct placement, temp to hire, and temporary employment in fields such as administrative, technical, production assembly, labor, and many more. So the next time your business needs a pinch hitter or a top draft pick, call SOS Staffing Services.
Okay, you guys, time for bed.
Daddy, take me for a ride to the bedroom. No, no.
All right, both of you hop on. Oh, man, you guys are getting heavy.
Daddy, you sound like a piggy.
I'm not a piggy. I'm a dinosaur.
No, dinosaurs sound like this. You sound like this.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
There are moments that make life meaningful.
Mommy, Daddy's a piggy.
Well, he's a cute little piggy.
Oh, I'm seriously out of shape, piggy.
At Select Health, we want to help you enjoy each one. With our health and wellness programs, we're striving to help you and your family stay fit and healthy and be right there with you as life unfolds.
Look, Mommy, the piggy's jumping on the bed.
Daddy's starting a new exercise program.
You know what they say, when pigs fly.
Good one.
Yeah, I'm too tired to be funny. I gotta sit down.
To learn how we're working to make healthcare simpler, visit selecthealth.org. Select Health. Simply there.
All right, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Bees 9 and Tucson 9. Casey Smith, Tommy Murphy, and Curtis Pride to face right-hander J.C. Daigle. Meanwhile, activity in the Salt Lake bullpen. Matt Hensley getting up to come on in the 9th inning. The question is, will he be on to save the game or keep it tied? Here's Casey Smith, 1 for 3 with a double back in the 4th inning. Takes low, ball 1. Extended his hitting streak to 11 games with that 2-bagger. Daigle ready, the 1-0. Swinging a tap foul up the third base side, 1-1. Smith 0 for 1 with a run batted in against Daigle. So far this year. Again, this is the final 4 regular season meetings between these two teams. Series even at 6 wins apiece coming into tonight. The 1-1 to Smith. Swinging a ground ball foul up the third base side, 1-2, but it's going to be very difficult to get one up that line as Ryan Barden hugging the stripe over there. And don't forget, Monday home games, with the exception of this Monday, the 24th, are Harmon's Family Nights. Stop by your local Harmon's, pick up a voucher good for 8 family members for $16, and take that voucher to the box office. 1-2 pitch, fastball outside, 2-2. Harmon's, your neighborhood grocer. The next Harmon's Family Night comes on Monday night, August the 7th, the first ever visit of the Round Rock Express that night. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Daigle's pitch. Swinging a chopper foul at the third base side. Still 2-2. Smith was way out in front of an off-speed pitch there. So the count remains level. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Over in Fresno, the Grizzlies 9, Tacoma 2. Heading into the top of the 8th inning. Casey Smith trying to set the table here in the 8th inning. These have gotten their leadoff man on twice tonight. Both times they've scored. Smith swings, and there's a deep fly to left field. Hammett going back. It's up there. It's out there, and it is gone. Casey Smith with his second home run of the season, and the Bees take the lead 10-9. His 38th run batted in as the Bees take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Just his second home run of the season. He had hit one back on the 28th at Colorado Springs. He had not homered before that since 2004. Pitch to Murphy, bunted foul to the left of home plate. Strike 1. Tommy, 3 for 4 with a pair of doubles and a pair of runs batted in. So now the Bees with the lead. On the home run by Smith, their third round tripper of the night. Jason Espedo, a 2-run blast in the second. Curtis Pride, a 2-run shot in the 6th. Now the 0-1 to Murphy. Swing and a miss to the fastball, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. In the top of the 9th, Tucson will have due up Brian Barden, Miguel Montero, and Robbie Hammock. No balls, 2 strikes the count on Murphy. Now Daigle's pitch. Fastball high, 1-2 the count. For Casey Daigle, by the way, that was his 3rd home run allowed. 1-2 the count on Murphy. The pitch. Swing and a miss over a splitter. He struck him out. 1 down here in the 8th. First strikeout for Daigle. Number 10 for Tucson pitching in the game. Here's Curtis Pride, who hit a mammoth 2-run home run his last time up that tied the game at 9-9. Hit about halfway up the batter's eye in right center field. In the final panel towards the far right side of the batter's eye out there in center field. So the Bees now with a 10-9 lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Now Daigle ready, the pitch. Pride swings, it's a bouncing ball, past the mound, the shortstop Callaspo to his left, cuts in front of second, gloves it and throws him out. Daigle trying to make the play, lost his balance and fell down on the front side of the mound. So 2 outs. If the Bees could get a run here to add to their lead, it would be the Geico Insurance run of the game. First time after the 5th inning, the Bees score a run to add to a lead. Geico Insurance donates $25 to the Air Force Fund. Check your yellow pages to call your local Geico office today. There have been 40 so far this season, making the total donation so far $1,000. First pitch to Ibar, grounded foul at the first base side, strike 1. So it appears Matt Hensley will come on in his first save situation for the Bees this year. Now the 0-1. Ibar swings and he crushes one to right. Weber going back. It's up there. It's out there. And that one is gone. Eric Ibar with his 6th home run of the year. And the Bees have a 2-run lead at 11-9. Weber went back. He got ready to play a carom, but there was none. So there's your Geico Insurance run. And the Bees lead 11-9. Again, their 4th home run of the night. One shy of their season best. They hit 5 in a game here on June 15th against Fresno. First pitch to McPherson. Big cut and a miss. Strike one. No balls. One strike the count. The pitch. Fastball high, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So now Matt Hensley will have a 2-run lead going to the 9th inning. So we've seen tonight that that's not safe. The pitch grounded sharply but foul outside the bag at first, and the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. McPherson waving that bat out over the plate as Daigle deals. Swing and a miss to the fastball away. He struck him out. That retires the side. But the Bees take the lead on solo homers by Casey Smith and Eric Ivar. 2 runs, 2 hits. Nobody left on base. We go to the 9th. It's the Bees 11, Tucson 9 on ESPN 1230.
Sir, can you hear me?
Imagine you've just been in a traffic accident.
Sir, can you hear me?
And right now, the pressure of the steering wheel against your chest is preventing you from answering this question, while your smashed door is preventing the emergency crew from providing you with the help you're very much in need of.
Okay, sir, we're going to get some equipment in here and get you out of there just as quickly as possible. We need those over here right away.
Imagine the feeling of knowing this happened because you were driving dangerously, driving when you maybe shouldn't have, or allowing yourself to be distracted. Imagine hoping you'll wake up from this nightmare, but not being able to. Imagine the flashing lights and the smell of gasoline.
Sir, can you squeeze my hand?
Now, imagine why they're not bothering to ask these questions to anyone else who was in your car. Consider this a reminder. No one understands the importance of driving safely like someone who didn't. 0 fatalities. It's a goal we can all live with.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, you're looking a tad green for a raccoon.
I think it might be the taco burrito I ate.
What?
Why?
It was cheap.
Well, you're paying for it now.
No.
Why eat junk at night when you can go to Wendy's? We make everything fresh right when you order, like our new 99-cent crispy chicken sandwich. That's right, all white meat chicken for just 99 cents.
Why didn't you just go to Wendy's?
Not too bright.
Make it a Wendy's night and do what tastes right till 2 a.m. Prices and participation may vary.
All right, we go to the 9th inning. Matt Hensley comes on to try to close the door on this one. His 7th appearance and coming off the disabled list. In 9 innings, he's given up 6 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. He has struck out 7 and walked 4. Hensley 2-1 with an ERA of 2. The PCL batting 194 against Hensley, who has 5 career saves in a Salt Lake uniform. They all came in 2004, his first full year as a relief pitcher. He'll face Brian Barden, Miguel Montero, and Robbie Hammock. Barden with an RBI double his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Matt Wilhite, 2 scoreless innings. No walks, 2 strikeouts. He is the pitcher of record right now for the Bees. So Brian Barden at the plate to lead things off against Matt Hensley. And the San Diegan delivers a fastball high, ball 1. 6'2", 220 in his 6th professional year, not counting last year in which he did not pitch after recovering from arthroscopic surgery to repair a labrum tear and slight fraying in the rotator cuff. The 1-0 pitch to Barden. Off speed and over at the knees. A strike, and it's 1-1. The Bees with Pride, Murphy, and Espedo in left, center, and right. Myers, Ibar, Smith, and McPherson, the infield third to first. A battery of Hensley pitching and Mathis catching. 1 ball, 1 strike on Barden. The pitch up high, ball 2. 2-1 the count on Barden. Bees 11, Tucson 9 here in the 9th. When these two teams met, though, the last time around in Tucson, the Sidewinders swept with 3 of their wins coming in their last at bat. The 2-1 fastball is high, 3-1, so this is not an easy team to put away. 3 balls, 1 strike the count on Barden, with Miguel Montero due next. The outfield shaded towards left, laying Barden to pull. Hensley kicking at the dirt in front of the pitching rubber. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now Hensley ready, and the pitch on the way to Barden. Fastball inside. He walks the leadoff hitter. And again, the umpires in the green seats disapprove of the call by Travis Reiniger. So 1 on, nobody out for Miguel Montero's 3 for 4, all singles, with 3 runs batted in the ball game. Always trouble when you issue a base on ball to the leadoff hitter. Let's see if Matt can work out of it here. The first pitch to Montero with the infield at double play depth behind him. Swung on, line to center field. Coming in, Murphy is there, stops and makes the shoulder high catch for the out. Montero hit it hard, but right at Tommy Murphy for out number 1. Here's Robbie Hammock 0 for 4. Fly to right field his last time up. So Hammock now digging in with a runner at first base and 1 out. Hammock at the plate. Tied for 3rd on this Tucson team with 9 double plays grounded into. Hensley ready. The pitch to Hammock. Up high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Big inning was the 4th when Casey Ohlenberger, after 2 walks and a wild pitch, had runners at 2nd and 3rd with only 1 out, but he struck out Scott Hairston and got Chris Carter to ground out on a diving stop by Casey Smith to get out of the inning without any more run scoring. The 1-0 to Hammock, double play, ball to short. Ibar flips to Smith. That's 1. Over to first. That's 2 in the ball game. 6-4-3. And the Bees claim their 5th win in a row. A tailor-made 2-bouncer, Eric Ibar, with a long underhand toss for the first out. Casey Smith avoiding the hard-sliding Brian Barden to get the double play. And the Bees have themselves their 5th straight win and have a chance to go 5 games up in the division, depending on the outcome of Tacoma and Fresno, with that game currently in the 8th inning at Grizzly Stadium. And Fresno out in front in that game by a score of 9-2. That game now in the bottom of the 8th inning. So in the 9th for Tucson, no runs, no hits. A walk, but with the double play, nobody left on base. Handshakes and high fives all around with a final score. The Salt Lake Bees 11 and the Tucson Sidewinders 9. We'll be back with the 10th inning show next on ESPN 1230.
The game is over, and the fans are headed home. Stay tuned. The 10th inning show is coming up next. You've been listening to Salt Lake Bees Baseball on your home for the Salt Lake Bees. ESPN 1230 AM.
You already know that R.C. Willey is the place to shop for quality home furnishings, but you may not know that R.C. Willey also works hard to provide solutions for you in your home. With same-day delivery, there's no need to wait. R.C. Willey's professional sales associates will answer your questions and help you find exactly what you need. In-store financing means you deal directly with us. By providing an incredible selection of merchandise, it's easy to find your individual taste and style. Find your solutions today at R.C. Willey. One place, so many possibilities.
Attention motorcycle and ATV riders dreaming of a new Yamaha motorcycle or ATV? Well, stop dreaming and start heading to Plaza Cycle for the huge Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. Because right now, you can get payments as low as $89 a month for 24 months with 0 down on a huge selection of new Yamaha motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. You heard right. Payments as low as $89 a month plus 0 down for 2 full years on a new Yamaha. So visit Plaza Cycle today for the huge Get Out and Ride sales event, because an offer this good won't last. Plaza Cycle at 1379 West, 3300 South in the heart of Salt Lake Valley. Plaza Cycle, walk in, right out. On the Yamaha card, subject to credit approval through 8/31/06 on select new Yamaha motorcycles, excluding FJR models, ATVs, side-by-sides, and scooters. As low as $89 monthly payment for 24 months at 8.9% APR for amounts financed up to $10,000 for count kept term. Thereafter, the standard rate of 12.99% or 22.99% APR applying. Default rate 24.99%. Minimum finance charge $1. See dealer for ATV age restrictions. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. Call 1-800-887-2887.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
Come on, what do you want? Well, I don't know what I want for breakfast because I can't think before I have breakfast. But how do I decide what I want for breakfast if I can't think until I get breakfast?
You'll have a number one with a large coffee.
Snap out of it with the delicious bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle sandwich from McDonald's. And if you need more help in the morning, visit McMornings.com.
Like you read my mind. It's a pretty short book.
At participating McDonald's.
Welcome to the 10th Inning Show, a complete recap of today's game, as well as a look at other games around the Major Leagues and the Pacific Coast League. Once again, let's go back to the ballpark with the voice of the Salt Lake Bees, Steve Klauke.
And once again, welcome back to the ballpark. The Bees right now with a 5-game winning streak after their 11-9 win. Boy, what a back-and-forth ball game this was. Bees down 3, up 2, up 1, up 2, down 3, tied, and then finally pulling it out with a couple of solo home runs by Casey Smith and Eric Ibar in the 8th inning off Casey Daigle to give the Bees an 11-9 win. Here are the final totals in the ball game for the Bees: 11 runs on 12 hits, 2 errors, and they left 5 runners on base. For Tucson, 9 runs on 9 hits, 1 error, and they left 7 on base. The winning pitcher, Matt Wilhite, now 5-2. The losing pitcher, Casey Daigle, now 2-3. Matt Hensley records the save with a scoreless 9th inning, his first of the year and his 6th lifetime in a Salt Lake uniform. Time of the game, 3 hours, 2 minutes, 5,562. The paid here on a Friday night, the first of a Pioneer Day holiday weekend series. Again, the back-and-forth ball game. This time the Bees able to use the long ball. Jason Espedo, a 2-run homer in the second, got the Bees on the board. Curtis Pride's 2-run blast off the batter's eye in center tied the game at 9-9 in the 6th. And then the 2 solo shots by Smith and Ibar in the 8th inning, providing the margin of victory for the Bees, who are now 19 games above 500. For the first time this year at 59-40, while the Sidewinders dropped to 62-36. The Bees now with a 7-6 edge in the season series after their win here tonight. Again, the Bees with the victory and a potential Tacoma loss could move their lead to 5 games in the division. And as we mentioned earlier, but there's repeating, it'll be the first time the Bees have been as many as 5 games up in the division since they kept a 5-game lead on June 24th, 4 weeks ago, after a 10-inning, 3-2 win here against the Sacramento River Cats on a 10th-inning home run by Ryan Buddy. So the Bees over the Sidewinders tonight. Time now for our Mountains West Ranches defensive play of the game, and for that, we go to the 4th, as we mentioned a little while ago. Runners at second and third, 2 out. Tucson had already scored a run to pull to within 1 at 5-4 with Chris Carter at the plate. Now Olenberger set the pitch. Swinging a ground ball right side. Diving step by Casey Smith to his left. From his knees, throws to first for the out, and that save. 2 runs as Casey dived to his left to handle the hot shot, and from both knees through to first, it was dug out of the dirt by McPherson for the out. And that could very well be our Mountains West Ranches defensive play of the game. And it certainly is. Between Moon Lake, Starvation, and Strawberry Reservoirs, Mountains West Ranches Recreational Properties offers great parcels of land at reasonable pricing. A place to escape the rat race of the city and enjoy sheer peace, quiet, rest, and relaxation, as well as spectacular views. Call 1-877-894-5658. Or check out www.mwranches.com. Bees over the Sidewinders, 11-9. We'll update you on the Abra scoreboard next here on ESPN 1230.
Mountains West Ranches Recreational Properties has beautiful recreational and cabin properties conveniently located by Starvation Reservoir. They offer 5, 10, 20, 40, and 80-acre or larger parcels at reasonable pricing with guaranteed access and simple, easy owner, low-down, low-monthly financing. There's an abundance of wildlife, including deer and elk, that roam the property year-round. There are endless ATV trails, snowmobiling, hiking, boating, camping, fishing, horseback riding, spectacular views, and so much more. But most of all, you'll escape the rat race of the city and enjoy sheer peace, quiet, rest, and relaxation. Call us to schedule your appointment, 1-877-894-5658, or check our website at mwranches.com. Mountains West Ranches, where the air is clean, the skies are blue, the water is clear, and the magnificent views are waiting there for you to enjoy.
Paulie Colosimo here.
Yo, along with Joey as always. So, Paulie, tell the folks why we're so excited for spring to get here.
That's easy. So we can sunbathe in our Speedos, right?
Well, I do enjoy that. And with the packs we have, the ladies enjoy it too. But that's not what I had in mind.
Oh, well, you must be talking about grilling some of our Magnifico Colosimo sausages then.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Paulie.
Bada bing.
When most people think about grilling, they think about chicken or steaks. But those are wimp meat.
Yeah, if you want something with real taste and real kick, you gotta go with authentic Colosimo sausages on the grill.
Oh, yeah.
Some nice thick brats, a mild Italian or Tuscan. Just thinking about it makes me saliva ache.
Yeah, some hot Italian, which kind of reminds me of us in our Speedos.
A couple of hot Italians. You got that right, Joey.
Colosimo sausage. The sausage people. Now available at Dan's, Macy's, and Smith's.
Check out for our Abra scoreboard update as we check out all the scores around the Pacific Coast League as well as the major leagues. And we will start in the Pacific Coast League, where in Fresno tonight, the Grizzlies, after being swept by the Bees, help out Salt Lake by crushing Tacoma tonight by a final score of 9-2 as they hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doubles in the ball game. And Tacoma falls to Fresno 9-2. That gives the Bees now a 5-game lead in the division over the second place Rainiers. At Des Moines, Iowa took a doubleheader from Memphis, winning both games by scores of 3-1. At Omaha, the Royals rallied with 4 runs in the 7th to defeat Round Rock by a score of 4-3, denying Chris Sampson's attempt at becoming the first 11-game winner in the Pacific Coast League. At New Orleans, the Zephyrs crushed Albuquerque 12-2. At Oklahoma in the 6th, after a rain delay, the Sounds lead the Redhawks 2-0. At Sacramento, Colorado Springs and the River Cats are tied 2-2. That game in the bottom of the 7th. And at Las Vegas, Portland leads the 51s by a score of 6-0 in the 7th inning. Las Vegas really falling apart. Of course, the Dodgers have taken a lot of great talent from that team. In the major leagues, in the bottom of the 7th at Seattle, Boston leads the Mariners 8-2 as David Ortiz, Alex Gonzalez, Jason Varitek, Kevin Youkilis, and Manny Ramirez all homer for the Red Sox. Minnesota crushed Cleveland 14-6. They had a big 8-run 4th inning in that one. At Detroit, the Tigers down Oakland 7-4 as Justin Verlander goes to 12-4. Toronto topped the Yankees for a second straight game, 7-3. The former Angel, Troy Gloss, his 25th home run of the year. Alex Rodriguez, his 21st, and the 450th of his career, the fastest to 450 in Major League history. Tampa Bay doubled up Baltimore 7-4 as Russ Ortiz continues to struggle, giving up 6 in the first. He's now 0-7. Kansas City over the Angels 8-3. And Texas topped the White Sox 10-3. Detroit now with a 6-game lead in that division. And Minnesota with the win, only 3 games behind Chicago for second place in the AL Central in the wild card race. In the National League, they're in the bottom of the 7th inning at Cincinnati. Milwaukee 5 and the Reds 3. Cincinnati batting in the bottom of the bottom of the seventh inning. After a lengthy rain delay, bottom of the seventh at Phoenix, Arizona leads Colorado 5-2. In the eighth by the Bay, San Francisco leads San Diego 7-0. Bottom of the sixth at Los Angeles, the Cardinals lead the Dodgers 2-0. Finals, the Braves edged by Philadelphia. Phillies win it 6-5. Washington scores 3 runs in the bottom of the eighth to beat the Cubs 7-6. The Mets shut out Houston 7-0. And the Marlins down the Pirates by a score of 4-1. And that is your average scoreboard. Back with some of the scoring highlights from this game right after this on ESPN 1230.
My fellow pirates, it's time. What's he talking about? He's always making these big promises. McDonald's makes it easy for you to find fortune. Just check out Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Man's just now in theaters. Then get a Big Mac sandwich. Feel the tab. Find the code and you could win great riches. Like a new Volvo. It's easy to win. Unlock it.
No purchase necessary. Open to legal residents of the U.S., Puerto Rico, and Canada. 13 or older. Game ends 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:31:06. A while distribution supplies last. Car game ends 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:31:06. See official rules inside participating McDonald's or at playitmcd.com for complete details. Void where prohibited.
Somebody must have been in an accident that wasn't their fault. But Keith Barton just hit that one out of the park.
I'm Keith Barton, and I know when you've been injured in an accident, you need an attorney that will go to bat for you and get you the money you deserve. You need the money quick because you have bills to pay. So the next time you're in an accident, you know what to do. Call in the big hitter. That's me, Keith Barton. It's just that easy to pick up the phone and call us at our new number, 801-IT'S-EASY.
Zions Bank has absolutely free checking. This means it's absolutely free of hidden fees. Our absolutely free checking comes with absolutely free unlimited check writing and absolutely free online banking and bill pay. All this along with a Visa credit card, an absolutely free Visa debit card, and enrollment in Zions Cash Rewards. We appreciate you, so we want to absolutely free you from hassle with all our absolutely free branches and ATMs available throughout both Utah and Idaho. After all, when all is said and done, the best things in life are, well, family, love, and sharing. Because although our absolutely free checking is absolutely fantastic, hopefully it's not absolutely the best thing in your life.
Hi, I'm Tom Green, branch manager at the Zions Bank Freeway office. Right now, when you open a free checking account, we'll give you an absolutely free box of checks.
Zions Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply. See branch for details. Credit approval required to obtain Visa credit card.
Welcome back to Franklin County Field in Salt Lake, where the Sidewinders jumped in front in the first inning with 1 out. Curtis Pride, battling the sun, dropped a fly ball in left field off the bat of Chris Young. Young going to second. Scott Hairston walked. After Chris Carter popped out, Brian Barden walked to load the bases for Miguel Montero, who to this point had been 8-4-9 with the bases loaded this year at AA and AAA combined. Olenberger ready. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Montero rips one into right field, a base hit. In from third, Young. Hairston being waved around. The throw cut off in the middle of the diamond. It's a 2-run single for Montero. He continues to be a prolific bases-loaded hitter, and it's 2-0 Tucson. So 2-0 Sidewinders. They would add another run in the third, as with 1 out, Matt Erickson walked and then scored all the way from first on a triple by Alberto Callaspo on a fly ball misjudged by Curtis Pride. He came in on, the ball sailed over his head as he lost that one in the sun. So it was a 3-0 ball game at that point. But then with 1 out and 2 out of the second, Jason Espedo launched a long home run to the backside of the berm in right, his third of the year, to make it a 3-2 ball game. Then in the bottom of the third, Tommy Murphy singled. Curtis Pride walked. Eric Ibar was hit by a pitch. A fielder's choice, forcing out Ibar off the bat of McPherson, scored Murphy with the tying run to make it a 3-3 game. And then with 2 outs, Jeff Mathis put the Bees out in front. Al Bass ready. The 1-0 to Mathis. Swinging a high fly ball, left center field. Young going back. It's up there, it's out there, and it's the wall. It's off the top of the fence and over the fence and off the side of the fence. In to score Pride. In to score McPherson on a 2-run triple by Jeff Mathis. And the Bees are now out in front, 5-3. So 5-3 as that one actually bounced straight up into the air after hitting the top of the fence and came down just on this side of the wall. So it was 5-3 at that point in favor of the Bees. Each team scored a run in the fourth. In the top of the inning, John Weber homered to make it 5-4. Bottom of the fourth, Casey Smith and Tommy Murphy had back-to-back doubles to make it a 6-4 ball game. But then the Sidewinders in the sixth took the lead with one out. Matt Erickson singled. Alberto Callaspo singled. With 2 outs, Scott Hairston walked to load the bases for Chris Carter. Averlo's first pitch to the left-hand hitting Carter. Ripped, and it is a fair ball just inside the line. Rolling into the corner, it hits the chair and doesn't make it to the corner. Erickson scores, Callaspo scores, here comes Hairston. It's a 3-run double for Chris Carter, aided by a bullpen chair, and it's 7-6 Tucson. So 7-6, then Carter would score on a double by Brian Barton to make it an 8-6 ball game. And then Barton would score on a single to center field by Miguel Montero, and that made it 9-6 in favor of Tucson. But in the bottom of the sixth, with 1 out, Corey Myers doubled. With 2 outs, Tommy Murphy doubled to left field on a ball that actually was a slow grounder that hit the third base bag and bounced over the shoulder of Brian Barton for 2 bases. That made it a 9-7 ball game and brought Curtis Pride to the plate. The pitch to Curtis. Swung on and driven to deep center field. Young going back. It's up there. It's out there, and it's gone! Off the right side of the batter's eye in center field. A 2-run home run for Curtis Pride. And this game, once again, is all tied up at 9-9. So a 9-9 ball game, and it stayed that way until the bottom of the 8th inning, as Casey Smith led off with a home run over the wall in left field on a 2-2 pitch. Unfortunately, a technical malfunction kept me from getting the replay for you on that one, but I didn't miss the one 2 outs later to Eric Ibar. Now the 0-1. Ibar swings and he crushes one to right. Weber going back. It's up there. It's out there, and that one is gone. Eric Ibar with his 6th home run of the year, and the Bees have a 2-run lead at 11-9. So 11-9, the final score of the ball game. Matt Hensley walked the leadoff hitter Barton in the 9th, but with 1 out, Robbie Hammock grounded into a 6-4-3 double play to end it and give the Bees a win in the opener of this 4-game series. Game 2 comes your way tomorrow night. Fireworks in baseball, as well as free batting helmets for the youngsters. We'll tell you all about it after this final 2-minute timeout on ESPN 1230.
I see it. Right there up I-15 in the heart of Layton. Katrubas Volkswagen Audi. Part of the Katrubas automotive team. It's hard to miss over 100 brand new VWs and Audis. There's the brand new GTI and the diesel Jetta. We see Katrubas Volkswagen Audi. We see the cars we want. We know the deals are there. But how do we actually get there? Katrubas Volkswagen Audi of Layton is just off I-15. It's right there at exit 331 in Layton, between Salt Lake and Ogden, behind Katrubas Chrysler Jeep. We go up I-15, around Katrubas Chrysler Jeep, behind the back, and there it is. Katrubas Volkswagen Audi of Layton, Northern Utah's German connection, where they take a little less for theirs and give you a little more for yours. No hassles, no worries. With more inventory than this new store can handle. Find them and find the car you want. Take exit 331 in Layton and find Katrubas Volkswagen Audi of Layton behind Katrubas Chrysler Jeep. Hard to find, but oh so easy to love. Good thing they're both part of the Katrubas automotive team. Are you part of the team?
FreeHomeSearchUtah.com. It's a great way to have your home find you, rather than have you find your home. If you're tired of flipping through ads looking for homes, why not go to FreeHomeSearchUtah.com, and we'll send you fresh homes that have just been listed. It's a brand new service. We take the work out of finding the right home for your family. Just tell us what you're looking for, and we'll send you fresh homes to your email automatically every day. It's free, it's easy, and it will save you time. Log on today for details. FreeHomeSearchUtah.com. FreeHomeSearchUtah.com. It's a great way to see what your home might be worth. Just tell us about your home, and we'll send you homes that have recently been listed or sold in your area for free. It's a new service that takes the work out of finding out what homes have sold for. If you're curious about your home value, just log on to our new service. It's free, it's easy, and it will save you time. Fresh homes sent to you daily for free. Log on to FreeHomeSearchUtah.com for details.
back at Franklin Covey Field, where the Bees were victorious over the Sidewinders in a wild and woolly one here tonight by a final score of 11 tonight. Tomorrow night, the first of two big Pioneer Day holiday weekend fireworks show right after the ball game, a huge fireworks display. So come out and enjoy the Bees and the Sidewinders and get here early, as the gates will open at 5. The first 1,500 youngsters, 12 and under, will receive a Bees batting helmet courtesy of Zions Bank. And again, if you don't have your tickets, you can come by the Franklin Covey Field box office beginning at 12 noon tomorrow. The pitching matchup, it'll be right-hander Stephen Shell with a record of 3-4. And for the Sidewinders, just down from the Diamondbacks, it'll be right-hander Edgar Gonzalez. His record is 2-4. If you absolutely positively can't make it, we'll be on the air at 6:40 with the on-deck circle. It's a 7 o'clock game time. Our thanks to Isaac back in our studios here in Salt Lake City. And our thanks to you for listening. Once again, in 3 hours, 2 minutes, and in front of 5,562, the final score. The Salt Lake Bees 11 and the Tucson Sidewinders 9. I'm Steve Klauke saying good night and so long from the ballpark.
This has been the 10th Inning Show. Make sure to be with us next time for Salt Lake Bees baseball on your home for the Salt Lake Bees. ESPN 1230 AM.